presentation of Fox Sports.
We are Fox. We are Detroit.
Tigers baseball on Fox Sports Detroit is presented by
Bell Tire.
It is going to be back home. The boys of summer are back in the Motor City. Tonight they'll start a 10-game homestand. Welcome to Comerica Park. Game 1 in the series featuring the Tigers and the Seattle Mariners. Hi again, everyone, and welcome to Tigers Baseball. Mario and Pemba, Kirk Gibson, glad to have you with us here for Game 1 in the series. And the Tigers, Gibby, after this long road trip, came out a little bit banged up. A lot of guys getting up on the disabled list, but still, through it all, they kept their heads above water.
Well, they did, and I actually like what happened. You don't want your regulars or your big stars to get hurt, but it's always interesting to see you plan for depth. How's your depth going to come in? And what happened on their days back was very impressive. And, you know, you're on an airplane, you don't know whether you're going to play, but if you're a manager, you always play the guys coming on the airplane, and it worked well.
All right, now coming out of spring training, the Tigers certainly had a projected lineup they thought would be coming through here in the beginning part of the season. But now here we are 3 weeks later, and all of a sudden it looks very different.
Yeah, it never works out the way you planned it. If you look at our projected lineups, you know, there's no JD, no Miggy, no Iggy, and Jacoby Jones got hit in the face. But you add Jim Adducey and John Hicks, and they've had a good showing so far. Now that's good for the position players' reinforcements, but the pin seems to be what the concern is, and the minor leagues have been very good. They've had a great start all throughout the minor leagues. Buck Farmer, Drew Verhagen, softball, they're ready to come up. You got a 10-game homestand. Seattle's trending up, so you got to play them strong, and then you got 7 within your division. So this is a big homestand for the Tigers early on in this season.
It is indeed. It all gets started here tonight. After a short break, we'll send you down to the Coliseum Studios, check in with John Keating. But coming up with this one here tonight, it's the start of a 10-game homestand for the Tigers. Seattle in town. The Mariners, Tigers, Game 1 coming up next. His major league debut as a 19-year-old kid in this ballpark 12 years ago. He won the Cy Young in 2010, but he's allowed the most hits among American League pitchers. Jordan Zimmerman has only faced Seattle once, but not since August of 2014. It's a Tigers team that starts a long, important homestand, having won 2 of their last 3 series on the road and playing very well, aside from that stinker of a stay at Tropicana Field in St. Pete. Tonight, if Detroit manages to combine for 3 or more homers, you can bring in a copy of the box score to a participating Arby's location tomorrow, and you will receive a free small order of curly fries. Tigers baseball on Fox Sports Detroit is brought to you tonight by Comerica Bank, a part of Detroit and the community since 1849, and by Jeep. Get great deals on the Jeep lineup at the Jeep Spring Clearance event. Game time coming right up. The Seattle Mariners game 1 of the series. We'll check out the starting lineup now for the Mariners, presented by the Metro Detroit Chevy dealers. It'll be Segura, Haniger, and Cano at the top. Nelson, Cruz, their DH. You got Motter and Vogelback, and the bottom 3 of Heredia, Zunino, and former Royal Gerard Dyson for Seattle. And they are facing Mr. Jordan Zimmerman, presented by Family Heating, Cooling, and Electrical.
Yeah, Jordan's 4th start of the year. Of course, wanting him to be healthy. He's throwing the ball well. Give up 5 earned runs in his last start, but it had a tough start. A lot of balls up the end of the bat, bunts. Just didn't go well, but he's throwing the ball well.
And he will face a Seattle team tonight that is talented, but off to a slow start. And the first pitch is hammered into left. by Gene Segura. Leadoff man on.
Let's take a look at the Tigers starting defense, left to right. Jay up and left, Tyler Collins in center with the Ducey in right. Castellanos and Avila on the corner. Romine and Kinsler up the middle, and James McCann is receiving from George Zimmerman tonight. It's a different outfield than we predicted.
It is indeed, and there's Mr. Aducey, who had a nice debut for the Tigers. Tigers still playing, obviously, without several of their key regulars. They're getting healthier by the day. That's the good news. Here is Mitch Haniger, and he looks at a ball inside 1-0.
Segura, very fleet of foot. He can steal a lot of bags, so you have to keep an eye on him over there. Haniger, you see how good he's done this season. Rookie off to a blazing start. 321 average. Look at the OPS, huh? Take that for a year.
And 16 driven in on the young season. Recently had a 13-game hitting streak. Segura draws the throw. Segura 3 steals this year, despite the fact that he spent some time on the disabled list and was just activated today. Alex Avila manning first base in the absence of Cabrera tonight. That'll drop in for a strike.
Pretty good trade for Seattle, getting Segura and Haniger for Walker and Ketel Martin. Worked out very nicely for him.
Yeah, Taijuan Walker, a long-time really good pitching prospect, but these 2 bats that they've gotten have turned out to be really good. Haniger waits on a 1-1. Showing bunt, drops it down to third, and a beauty. Forget about it. That is a bunt single for Mitch Haniger.
Shows he's a smart player right there. Nicholas was back off of the grass clipping right there, and just lays it down, takes his time. Just has to place it properly. Great form, bat out front. Waits, doesn't take off too soon. You see the soft hands, and Nick has to pick it up.
You see guys who try to bunt for base hits, try and take off a little bit too soon, get out of the box too quickly.
They do, but that depends on a lot where your fielders are playing, and he recognized that Castellanos was back, so he just took his time. Accuracy is more important in that case.
Well, here is Robinson Cano. 10 for his last 26. Dangerous hitter, their number 3 batter. Cano, another big year last year, and off to a good start this season. Ball 1 to Cano.
Robinson Cano, last 5 games, 421 clip, got a home run and 3 RBI. So he's heating up. This whole Seattle team started very slowly. Now picked up the pace. They were projected to be very competitive, and it looks like they're going to fulfill that projection.
Yeah, I think they still will be, and obviously it's an American League West that has some really good teams. Houston off to a very nice start. Oakland has been somewhat surprising. There's Scott Service, their skipper.
I think he had a real good demeanor through the start of the season. Some can panic in those situations. You just have to believe in who you are, identify that you're doing things right. It's going to take some time to get the ship righted, and he's done that.
Low ball 2 on Cano. I think the start that your team gets off to, Gabe, sometimes can be magnified, whether it's, a really good start or a not so good start.
Yeah, you can overreact. It's just a long season. We're not even out of April yet. All the way to October. Jordan Zimmerman has done a good job in his starts where he's given up runs and not letting the game implode.
High towering fly ball to left, hit pretty good, but Upton is back there to the warning track, and his throw will come back into second base. Both runners tagging and both moving up.
All right, well, let's take a look here. J-Up had a choice to make. Throw to third or second. Where do you have your where's the right call at? The ball goes up. You can see both runners. Segura tags, so the runner at first goes back and tags. This ball probably should have came into second base. He reads the throw. It goes to third. Haniger's on to second. Nobody out. You always tag. You must get to third. One out. You must score if the ball falls. That's a good shot right there. Just kind of shows you what everybody's doing. There's always a lot going in away from the ball when you come to the ballpark.
So productive out for Cano. Advancing both runners. Here is Nelly Cruz. And he'll look at ball one inside.
So again, if you throw the ball in the second, it looks like Haniger probably would have stopped. You keep the double play in order. It's probably the smarter play. And I looked at Jay up. It looked like he was looking for a little advice from his center fielder, Tyler Collins. It's a good time to communicate in that situation.
Lifted to right field. To the corner goes Aducey. Segura tags at third, and he will come in to score. It's a sac fly and an RBI for Nelson Cruz. Seattle off to an early lead in this one. Here are the field conditions presented by Ace Hardware and the Scotch Company. Game time temp 69 degrees, and our turf tonight is
so nice. What a day.
It really was a nice day.
Is that funny?
Well, yeah, it is. It's just kind of
so nice.
So
what
nice.
do you want me to say? What would you have said?
Just kind of relaxed. So nice. Here's Taylor Motter. Motter shoots that ball into left field. That's going to get a run in. He'd been swinging a hot bat, and Seattle comes out of the chute scoring two.
You know, interesting. Segura swung at the first pitch. Motter swung at the first pitch. These guys know that Jordan Zimmerman has experienced a little trouble with his control recently. This looks like a little breaking ball. It doesn't do much. It's right over the plate. He's hacking. It's an RBI single. Tigers down 2-0 here in the top of the first.
Motter has 13 RBIs now. 2 runs on 3 hits for Seattle to get this one started. Daniel Vogelback will stand in. Seattle in their last 8 games with runners in scoring position, 303. So they've got it done again here tonight. Zim throws a strike on the outer edge. 0-1 on Vogelback. .250 start for Vogelback.
This guy, he looks like a different guy. He's lost about 30-40 pounds.
Throw down to second, will sail into center field, but backed up by Kinsler, and a stolen base for Motter.
Okay, the Seattle team, they've come out blazing.
Haven't they?
Very aggressive in all aspects.
Not a vintage throw by McCann.
Kind of an in-between hop there. Tough pick for Romy.
Motter in scoring position. 1 ball, 1 strike on Vogelback. Outside, 2-1.
Looks like Zen maybe nibbling a little bit. Been so aggressive on him, trying to get the ball to the edges.
Jordan coming off consecutive starts in which he has given up 5 earned runs in each of his last 2. I will say this though, that last start in Tampa, man, some weird things were happening in that series. Tigers were losing balls in the dome roof.
Yeah, they had several of those, and you could see already up to 15 pitches. 6 in, 6 hitters in. Not seeing many pitches.
Three and 2 on Vogelback. Heredia waiting on deck. RBIs in the inning for Cruz and Motter. Two is lifted foul, back out of play. Seattle putting together a pretty good hitting lineup in the ball game tonight, and Seager is not even playing, their third baseman. He's been nursing a sore hip.
They're going to have an interesting thing to do when Seager gets healthy. Matter's been playing great. He was been playing shortstop. Segura now back with the club, so they've got a lot of very good players. They're going to have to sit somebody.
Popped him up. Shallow center field. It'll be Tyler Collins coming in. And that'll end the inning. Mariners get 2 in the top of the first. Over the Tigers. Here come the Tigers in the bottom of the first, presented by the Southeast Michigan Ford dealers. And for the Detroiters this evening, Kinsler, Collins, Castellanos, Vimart, batting cleanup. Upton is in left. Avila is at first. Adduci, McCann, and Romine will round things out. And Felix Hernandez tonight, presented by MGM Grand Detroit.
Not the same guy he was. Less velocity. He does have 20 strikeouts, only 1 walk. He's won the American League Cy Young, 6-time All-Star. This guy he knows what to do. You can see his numbers on his 4 starts so far, 2-1. Whip is at 138. Giving up more hits. You can see less walks. But he'd be tough on the young guys.
Ian Kinsler looks at a strike to get it started.
Used to bring it mid-90s. Now he's 89, 90. Very good location. Knows how to spin the ball both ways. Good changeup.
In his 2010 season, when Felix won the Cy Young, he was what, like 95, 96 back then.
Yeah, he was bringing it with sink. Wasn't straight.
Kinsler at 217. Drives one down the left field line. It's going to be a fair ball and go to the corner. Kinsler is on his way to second, and he will pull in with a double. That's a good start.
Yeah, both teams brought their hit shoes today. It's kind of a breakable. Look at hanging right down the middle. Ian stays back nicely on it. Eyes on the bat, on the ball. Easy stand-up double.
Not good location there for Hernandez.
Good for the Tigers.
Here is Tyler Collins. Brad has him batting in the 2 spot in this one. Tyler 4 hits on the road trip, batting .229. Line to left field, and on a dive, it's caught by Heredia.
Did he catch that?
Wow, I don't know. Let's take a look.
Out to the side, that's where you want a line drive. If you get it in front of you and you overrun it, it handcuffs you, but Heredia, good job. You want that glove out to the side.
Nice play.
Can't believe it. Yeah. Don't tip your hat.
Here's Castellanos.
Big play right there.
A couple of hard hit balls to greet Felix Hernandez.
That ball could have went all the way to the wall had he not caught it.
Castellanos try and drive in a run here with 1 out. And Nick looks at a ball low and away. Nick, a good road trip. 10 hits on that road trip for the Tigers.
He has hit the ball hard all year. Average does not reflect it.
Yeah, his hard hit rate has been as good, if not at the top of Major League Baseball. And really, in the end, that's all you can ask for.
Yeah, you can just put a good swing on it, have a good positive at bat.
He will appeal, did not go. Hunter Wendelstedt down at first base.
When you face King Felix, you don't want to get too anxious because you get ahead in the count. This guy will throw any pitch at any time. You want to go up there and not be too aggressive. He will use that against you.
Missed it, ball 3.
Now I'm looking heater. Maybe Felix doesn't care if he walks Nicholas with Beamart on deck.
Yeah, I'm thinking that. I'm thinking with first base open, he's got a chance at a double play. And the Mariners D has turned a lot of those this year. Here's the 3-0. He missed with it, ball 4. So Castellanos will get a walk.
Let's take a look at the Mariners defense now. Heredia in left, Dyson in center with Haniger in right. Taylor Mater at third, Segura at short, Cano in second. Vogelback at first with Zunino behind the plate. King Felix on the mound.
Gene Segura just rejoined the team today, had a bad hamstring. He's back in their lineup.
He had a huge year last year for Arizona after coming over from Milwaukee. Mariners looking for more of the same.
Victor looks at ball 1. The walk just issued by Felix Hernandez, only his 2nd of the season. In fact, he didn't walk a batter until the 5th inning of his 4th start.
A lot of those balls have been hits, though.
Now the Bernstein advantage brings you the scouting report here with Martinez and Hernandez, and Victor has had a .360 career lifetime average against him.
Yeah, get it up, get the ball up in the zone, drive it.
The 1-0. It's in the air toward left field. That ball is hit well, but circling back to the warning track, Heredia makes the catch. Kinsler tags and moves up, and Heredia throws it back into second.
All right, we had the same situation here. We got 1 out. You're going to see Kinsler go back and tag. Well, watch Nick Castellanos. He's going to read the throw. He's going to read the throw. That's what you're supposed to do right here. You take off, throw comes in a second, shut it down. Kinsler on to third. That's the difference.
So we'll see what Upton can do now with 2 outs. Tying runs on early on in this game. Jay up, .360 on the road trip. After a slow start the first 2 weeks of the season, Upton has really turned it on. His average now .277.
Picked Upton. Who's our?
I'm not sure who picked Upton on Pick the Stick tonight.
You don't get an extra for RBI?
Yeah, you sure do.
So if he hit a home run right here, it'd be a 7-pointer.
It'd be 4 plus 3 is 7 plus the run scored 8.
It's an 8-pointer. Ooh.
One and 0 on Upton. 2-0.
Let's take a look at the pics of the pre-show. See who's
Simo
got him. Simo?
Yeah.
But he could pitch around him, and my guy, Alex, right behind him. Nice low and in fastball. Boom!
Begging already.
Not begging.
Here's the 2-0. Checked it, and he went, says Joe West. 2-1.
See, he took a little bit off of that 2-0. Felix, I wouldn't expect him coming with anything straight behind 2-0, 3-1.
Felix now 31 years of age. He was only 19 when he made his major league debut in this park back in '05. And he has put together a fabulous career. He's won a Cy Young.
Almost 2,500 innings in his career.
Drill to left field on a line. That ball's going to get down and go to the wall. 1 run scores. Here comes Castellanos to third. They stop in there. Double RBI for Justin Upton.
Well, J.Up did a good job. You're going to see the grip here. It looks like a circle change. J.Up stays back. There you see it. He's going to turn it over. J.Up's right on time. Down in the zone. J.Up goes and gets it. Down into the corner. Castellanos off at the crack. Almost scores. Kinsler does come in. Tigers cut the lead.
Well, if you look at the numbers, Felix, we were told he's been giving up a lot of hits this year, and the Tigers have put some good swings on some pitches here in the first. Got a couple of doubles. Collins robbed of a hit. Here's your boy Alex Avila. 2 in scoring position, takes ball 1. Alex off to a nice start, 364. And has hit it 6 of 8 this year.
Big Aducey on deck. Should Alex get the walk? Another changeup. There he is. Nobody picked Aducey, huh?
Nobody picked Aducey.
I almost did.
Did you?
Yeah.
Why didn't you then?
Well, I picked it out of your pocket, and you determined that it was going to be Avila.
Yeah, but all 3 of the guys in my pocket were Avila.
Yeah, I didn't make the name thing out. Some mysterious guy just told me that's the way to do it.
There's a strike called 2-1.
Nasty. Another off-speed pitch down and away. Actually, that's a sinker. You wouldn't want to swing at that. You're not going to be able to hit that ball anywhere. Just look at that ball down and away. You really can't do anything with this pitch. A lot of run on that heater. Good two-seamer.
And Avila looks at a strike on the outer edge.
Giving him the kitchen sink. Change up, sinker down the way, curveball. It's the old backdoor grip right here. Starts off the plate, breaks right on the corner.
Alex already 3 home runs on the year. Got him, strike 3 in the outside corner.
Boy,
he painted that time.
He did.
Tigers settle for 1. Seattle on top 2-1 as we go to the top of the second, and Chevrolet's most dependable players are both pitching in this game. Both Hernandez and Zimmerman in March, April, pretty good numbers.
Yeah, you see minimum 200 innings pitched, so it's these guys' career. 246 for Felix, Zimmerman at 294.
Zim had that April last year with an 0.55 earned run average.
Then the wheels fell off.
Yeah.
Got that next trade.
Guillermo Heredia leads it off for Seattle. Bottom three coming up: Heredia, Zunino, and Dyson. Seattle got a pair in the first, and they scored it on 3 hits. Now the 1-0. Ground ball, base hit, left field.
Finding the hole. Yep, finding the hole. Nick was in. He pulled the third baseman. It goes right by him. Just a hard hit ball. You see Nicholas right there. It's perfectly placed. Got the ground ball.
4 hits already for Seattle. Here is the catcher, Zunino, who has hit for pretty good power in his career, just a low average. Batting .192 out of the gates this year.
Here's a guy who was a top first-round draft pick a couple of years ago, right? Third pick
overall.
Highly projected. You don't see many catchers go that high in the draft. It has not hit the way that Seattle thought they would.
Ground ball to third, might be 2. Castellanos to second, 1 relay.
Nice.
A double play, 5-4-3.
It's a good example of knowing your runner, Nick Castellanos. The worst thing you can do is rush this. You see him make sure you catch the ball, gets over in front of it, takes his time and makes an accurate throw, and Kinsler makes the turn. Some guys try and rush it. You want to make sure you get 1 out. Make a good throw, get that out. Turn it over to Kinsler, and he does the job, completes the double play.
Great feed by Castellanos. Dyson will have Nick playing in tight at third base on the grass with his speed. We've seen Dyson over the years with the Kansas City Royals, and we know what he can do with his legs. Ball 1. 227 for Dyson, no homers.
And I know these guys work all the time on all their game. Just missing. See, just off the corner there, previous pitch, just low. This is not a guy you want to walk.
Popped up. Third base side for Nick. That'll be it for Seattle. No runs, a hit, nobody left. Bottom of the second. Stay tuned to Tigers Live. Following the game, we select the Fox Sports Detroit Tigers player of the game. Presented by McDonald's. Stop by for your breakfast favorites, now being served all day.
A couple Cowboys here.
Yeah, nice lids.
Cowgirls.
Yeah, that's more accurate. Now Ducey leads it off. Wave and a miss. 0-2 on Jim Ducey. A bright spot for the Tigers, called up in that series in Minnesota. Was on base 4 times on Sunday. Now the 0-2. Ball high, 1-2.
The 2 off-speed pitches there to Ducey, and now he goes with the high fastball. Now what does he throw? Pretty good sequence. He'll go soft.
The chopper, third base side, going to be a tough play and no play. Motter was unable to haul that one in barehanded. Even if he does, it would have been a very difficult play.
He would have had to grab that firmly and just throw. I don't think his feet were in position to get the ball over there. Tries to take a barehand. That ball's traveling pretty good with a lot of topspin. Ducey hustling out of the box. When you're going good, keep it going.
Yeah, you're going good.
A heck of a start.
Here's James McCann. 150 for McGann, but 4 home runs this year. He'll look at a strike from Hernandez. Felix has allowed double-digit hits in 2 of his 4 starts this year. Rolled foul, 0-2. In the first inning, he was falling behind batters, but here in the second, he's gotten ahead.
And he's doing it with a lot of off-speed pitches, some of them in the strike zone, others just out of the strike zone that is enticing the Tigers to swing. He's got pretty good deception.
Ducey draws the throw. Felix now 31 years old, born in Valencia, Venezuela, was an 11-game winner last year. Spent some time on the DL though. Fouled back, got a piece of it.
Probably the range is about 91 tops on the fastball, the 2-seamer. Down as low as 85, 86. That's pretty close. They like to usually have a greater speed variation between pitches, but Felix has great movement on his pitches as well. Kind of coming out of the same slot.
He broke one off inside. 1-2, just missed. McCann hits over 300 career against the Seattle Mariners. These two teams saw each other 7 times last year. The Tigers swept the M's here in Detroit, and Seattle swept the Tigers in Seattle. Another throw back, and Ducey spins the wheels but gets back in. We've had 7 hits already in this game, plus a walk.
Jay is just locked in right here. Look at this view. Look at this shot.
Grounded foul.
Think you could hit that? Looks so easy on TV, doesn't it?
Television makes baseball look extremely simple. It's not.
Let's take a look and listen. Hear that ball?
I did.
A little hiss. One of the things you always look for when a pitcher, you see how far they step across their body when that front foot comes down.
Fly ball right field. That ball is hit well. Haniger back. Track. Wall and gone. An opposite field homer for James McCann, and the Tigers had the lead.
Excellent swing by James McCann. Challenged inside on the previous pitch, pulls it foul. I think this is a changeup. He goes the other way. This is great discipline. Set back nicely. Looks like maybe a two-seamer. Just took a little bit off at a BP fastball. Yep. Right on the outside corner. McCann is on time. Barreled it to right field.
There's a high towering drive into right center field. It's going to be Dyson and Haniger makes the play. One gone.
It's good stuff. We like that camera work. Get in there, get in that batter's box with those hitters.
Tigers catchers, by the way, have now combined for 8 homers this year.
Does that lead the major leagues? It's right up there.
It leads the majors. 5 for McCann, 3 for Avila. It's good production.
Yep, my guy.
There's the ball low and away to Kinsler. Ian had a double to get it rolling and scored a run back in the first. Tigers 1 in the first, now 2 in the second. 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, for so many years we saw Felix Hernandez at 95, 96, overpowering, dominating stuff, and now, as you mentioned, you're getting it done in different ways. Fastball 91, 92. Little dart low and away, 2-1.
Think they want to throw Ian down and away?
Looks like it.
101 miles an hour off James McCann's bat for the dinger. 2-run shot. Tigers up 3-2.
Tater.
Trumping me, huh?
Jimmy Jack. What do you got, Gibby?
Big fly.
Ooh, big fly is a good one.
Not a rollover, that's for sure.
3-1. And a strike on the outer edge, barely.
King Felix's safe spot to Avila was down and away. It looks like that's where he went with Kinsler as well. Haven't seen any fastballs in on the hands.
There you go. Cano gonna have to hurry. Can't barehanded. Kinsler will take it.
See if they give him a hit here.
I imagine they would. That was a long run for Cano. It is a base hit.
See that ball's rolling. A lot of top spin on. That's a tough catch when you're moving to your left. Then you've got to reach down, and the ball's actually going away. He tried to get the ball to his throwing hand so he could make a quick play. Didn't work out.
Single double for Kinsler tonight. Here's Tyler Collins.
Swung at the first pitch last time. Probably something off speed.
Ground ball under the glove of the first baseman Vogelback. Kinsler on his way to third. He's in there standing up.
Good secondary lead here by Ian Kinsler. Look at, he gets on to third quick. TC going for the first pitch again. Taking advantage of Kinsler holding that first baseman on the bag. Opens up that 3-hole. Tigers are stringing some together. 6 hits.
Pretty good. Hey, the Tigers play these Mariners tomorrow and Thursday. Take advantage of the weekday value pack. Get 4 tickets, hot dogs, chips, and drinks for just $16 per person. Visit tigers.com/value or call 866-66-TIGER. So 2 on now with only 1 out, and Castellanos rolling in. Five hits already against Felix Hernandez. He gave up 12 hits in his last start.
Curveball. Nick with the walk in his first at bat. Looking for the big fly here. 2 men on.
Nick at 333 over his last 5 games. And with Cabrera out, JD Martinez out, Castellanos has stepped up early this season.
1 1/3 innings by King Felix, already at 38 pitches.
The 1-0.
Goes with the 2-seamer in there. Looking for the double play. If you're the hitter, you want to try and get something up that you're not going to hit it into the ground. See a breaking ball or something off speed, up the middle. Do not try and pull it.
Bouncing away from Zunino, and a run will score. Felix never even got to the plate.
No, he had a late break. Take a look right here. Ian gets a good start. Zunino cannot block this ball. Those kids are on his way. So the Tigers pick up a free run there, huh?
4-2. Collins taking second on that wild pitch. Here's the 2-1. Back him out of there. 3-1.
Works good for the Tigers. Mariners had the double play in order. Wild pitch, scores a run. TC on the second. Nick ahead in the count. Looking to add.
We'll see how Felix wants to deal with a 3-1 count here. That's pulled foul. Back into the dugout. 3-2. Tigers got one in the, or make it, yeah, one in the first on the RBI double by Upton. They've added 3 more here in the second. And it's been a very labor-intensive start for Felix Hernandez. Ball 4 low. That's another walk. So Nick with a pair of base on balls.
Chris Heston warming in the bullpen for the Mariners.
Early activity tonight for Seattle. We're only in the second inning.
Felix, there you see 24 strikes, 19 balls out of 43 pitches.
McCann is homered in this game. High fly ball, shallow left field. Heredia coming on. That'll be on number 2.
Kmart thought he had a good one there, just didn't center it. Tried to jump him. He'll get him next time.
Here is Justin Upton. Upton with a double to knock in a run in his first at bat. 44 pitches now for Felix Hernandez. Jay up rolls it foul, 0-1.
Come into these games as a hitter, you've got a game plan. It seems like the Tigers have got kind of the game plan of staying relaxed, staying up the middle, don't get too big. They've Lloyd McClendon's been up against Felix, knows him well, managed him. Now you got a guard. You start seeing it so good. You just got to stay within yourself. Don't want to get too big. Want to tack on here where you get a chance.
Oh, what happened there?
You got a wet one?
I believe so. We got a replay. Oh, look at
Didn't go in though.
No.
Just dump the rest over your head.
At that point, yeah. 0-2 on Upton.
I mean, would you try and catch that with the liquid in your cup?
No, I would not sacrifice the beverage. And or take the chance of having it hit me square in the forehead.
I would say wrist. You're not going to miss it by that far.
You don't know me. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Inning over. Big inning for the Tigers, though. And James McCann lit it up with a 2-run shot the other way. Tigers extend their lead.
By Jeep, the Tigers and the Indians each started the day atop the American League Central Division lead. And in tonight's game, the Astros got an Evan Gattis 2-run single right there at Progressive Field, and they have a 3-1 lead as they play in the 7th inning. So go, you Stros. We know it's early. Upstairs we go. Mario, Gibby.
All right, Keith, thanks. Well, the Tigers doing their part here. They lead 4-2 as we go to the top of the 3rd.
Batters at the top of the order.
Gene Segura leading it off for Seattle. He swung at the first pitch of the ball game and lined a single to left and later scored in the first inning.
If you're Zim right here, you want to try and have a quick inning. 1, 2, 3 in the second for the Mariners.
Bouncer to second base. Kinsler is there. And one gone. We check in now with Kristen Keith.
Hey Mario, well tomorrow is the first themed telecast of the season. It's Get to Know Your Tigers, so you won't want to miss it. We'll give you a little preview. Jordan Zimmerman, he's a Wisconsin native, only from a town of about 750 people. He grew up on his grandparents' farm, and he says one thing he loved to do, ice fishing with family and friends. Now, he said he doesn't actually catch much, and unfortunately, on the way home from ice fishing, he oftentimes stops at the grocery store to pick up, what do you guess, fish. But he loves to do it even though he's not that successful. Another fun fact about Zimmerman, his nickname is the Grinch. The Tigers call him the Grinch, and when I asked him why, he said they think he's mad all the time. It's just his face. He doesn't know what it is about his face, but he's just the Grinch.
The Grinch. Thanks, Kristen. You know, that's my kind of fishing right there. Just go to the store and buy it.
I imagine it is. You might get chilly. So give me one of the 3 things about you.
No, you got to wait. Got to wait till tomorrow. Don't want to spoil it.
Probably gave it extra, didn't you?
No, I didn't. 3 things. You'll find out tomorrow night. Here's a drive to center field and a base hit. Man, Haniger, 2 for 2.
So I hear we might find a little bit about our hosts and our announcers.
That's right.
Analysts.
Be a fun broadcast tomorrow night. 3 things to know about all the Tigers players, announcers, analysts. You'll see it all tomorrow evening. That'll be fun.
I hear Twitter.
Do you?
Probably going off right now.
Oh, yeah.
3 things.
Robinson Cano will stand in.
Keep it classy.
Cano flied out his first time up, but he advanced 2 runners in doing so, and he looks at ball 1. This guy's just flat out raked ever since he's gotten to the major leagues.
Had many years with the Yankees, did well there, and nobody thought that he would leave the Yankees. Of course he did. He's locked in with Seattle. Has not had the success with Seattle as he has with the Yankees, but little different stadiums. You look at 306 lifetime average, 281 home runs, over 1,100 RBI. I think he's been under 300 a couple of years since he's moved over to Seattle. Might have an injury up here on first base for Haniger.
Here comes the trainer now to look at Haniger.
Trainer and the manager comes out, has a little talk. That's one thing. When I was a manager, I didn't really like to have to make that walk all the time.
I can imagine. Let's see if we can pick anything up off the last at bat.
He might have twisted his ankle, it looks like. Tape it up. See that front foot right there? He rolled it right there. Something popped.
A ginger jog down to first.
We got a replacement.
So Danny Valencia will come on a pinch run.
Valencia coming over from Oakland. Once with Kansas City.
That's a big bat out of the Seattle lineup now.
One of the hottest.
Fouled away 1-1 on Cano.
You know, they have this 10-day DL now. It used to be 15 days all the time, so it seems like it's an easier DL. Everything's DLable now, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think you tried to wait as long as you could when it was a 15-day because, well, you don't want to lose a guy for that long.
Then it would be retroactive. You try and hold the player out. You don't play him, and when you don't play him, you can make it retroactive to the last day that he played. But now with this 10-day DL, it seems like the DL is getting full around the league.
Well, it's going to work, I think, in the Tigers' favor for Miguel Cabrera because he probably will be able to go as soon as that 10-day DL is up.
And now with Iglesias, he's on the 7-day concussion DL.
Correct.
So that he's available to come back on Thursday. And I talked to him before the game today, and he seems to be feeling much better after getting kneed in the head on a slide or on trying to turn that double play.
Cano rolls it to second. Kinsler fine play for 1 and a double play.
That's
4-6-3. Second double play turned by the Tigers. Of the third, and Fox Sports Detroit unveils a new day in Detroit, an hour-long special detailing the ongoing renaissance taking place in downtown Detroit.
Sports pride means everything, and in a city like Detroit with hockey and football and baseball and basketball, it means the world.
This is the story of how our sports came home.
Narrated by Academy Award winner and Detroit's own J.K. Simmons. A New Day in Detroit airs Friday, April 28th, immediately following Tigers Live postgame.
Well, J.K., yeah.
J.K., yep.
We had him in the booth last year. Trying to get him again maybe when we go out west.
Yeah, he's usually there in Anaheim when the Tigers get there. Well, it looks like Felix Hernandez is done for the night as Alex Avila stands in. It'll be Avila, Adduci, and McCann. And a ball high and away. Here's your new pitcher. Wall side windows pitching change, Chris Heston.
See, last season in 4 games, 6 earned runs, had a whip of 3. It's his first game this season up for the Mariners.
Ball 2. Meanwhile, Valencia stays in the game to play right field. Haniger out of the game. Not exactly the way that Scott Servais wanted to start this series. There's a bouncer up the middle, had him played perfectly. That'll be Segura to throw him out. Avila's gone 1 away. Now Jim Adduci.
That is June 12th, 2015, Felix's shortest outing. Third of an inning in that outing.
Ground ball to Cano. Don't you know? 2 gone.
The Deuces. I mean, he's swinging. He's got to have a nickname.
The Deuces.
Here's Bourne. When he goes deep. I got Mario. He's ready for a call.
You got it scripted out, don't you?
Well, I gave you some suggestions.
Yeah, they were suggestions, all right.
Yeah, well, don't be surprised if I haven't brainwashed you and it slips out.
Here is McCann.
His nightmare.
It is a nightmare, man. If Adduci hits a home run in this game, it's going to be a nightmare. I mean, it'll be great and everything, but it'll be a nightmare.
But it'll be a slow call, let's put it that way.
Well, McCann went deep the other way. A 2-run shot off King Felix. Are you surprised at all that Felix came out of the game? He threw 48 total for 2 innings.
Well, I think that he's had some long innings, so I just think they're being protective early in the season. He doesn't have it. Maybe he's not feeling well. Maybe his shoulder stiff, so I think they're being proactive, getting him out of there.
Heston has gotten a couple of ground balls here in the third. 2-1 on McCann. Try to hold up. 2-2. Romine will bat if McCann reaches. In the air to shallow center field. Going to drop. Not even the speedy Gerard Dyson could get that one.
James McCann 2 for 2 after the home run in the second. See the pitch location running in on the hands. Drops down in there with the curveball. McCann stays back. And from our view up here, you can see how that ball had side spin on it. Side spin is good. Back spin is better. Top spin is what you don't want. Good job by James.
I want to change my pick the stick selection to James McCann.
You'll have to go to the judge on that. The commissioner.
The commissioner's going to shoot it down. So
maybe you can pay him off.
I could. Romine fly to right field his first time. Slaps this one toward left and is slicing. Fair ball. Down the line. Heredia gets it back in nicely and holds McCann at second. There's a throwback to first, and he's going to be safe. Romine way off the bag, nearly paid for it.
Well, what happened here is James McCann was going to go to third, and he almost stumbled. He did stumble and almost fell. And Romine was on his way to second. He was way off the bag, but got in there with a nifty head-first slide. See the hit going to left field. McCann's thinking he's going to third all the way. He trips a little bit, so he retreats back to second, but Romine's on his way to second. Barely gets in safely. Close call.
Ball 1 to Kinsler.
It didn't look like he stumbled on the base. It just looked like he stumbled on the run, didn't he?
Right.
Got to keep them arms pumping.
The Tigers have 8 hits now. Here's the 1-0.
Haniger, the report is he's got a strained oblique. That's a 6-weeker. 4 to 6. They hurt.
Here's the 2-0.
That's what happens. You get on a roll, things are going good, and something like that can slow you down so quickly. I give him the green light.
Green light. Fly ball, center field. Going to be playable though for Dyson.
I like it though. A lot of
Carried
guys
all
won't
the way
take
up
advantage of that.
to the warning track for the out. To the top of the 4th, and we're coming up on this year's Pick Out the Park. Wednesday, May 17th, Tigers take on the Orioles. Help support breast cancer research with a special ticket package that includes a commemorative t-shirt, game ticket, donation to the Carmanos Cancer Institute. Packages are going fast, so don't wait to purchase. Tigers.com/pinkout. How's it going? Nice view. Ron in right field. Great night for baseball here. The Tigers already have 8 hits in this game. They lead 4-2. And Jordan Zimmerman back to work. Oh, and 1 on Nelson Cruz. Taylor Motter and then Daniel Vogelback. There's a base hit the other way for Cruz.
Well, when you're looking at this year versus last year, I just peeled out some footage from Jordan Zimmerman last year. What's the difference? Let's see. This is in last April, one against the Yankees, one against Pittsburgh. You just see these pitches on the corner, maybe a little more life. Good, sharp breaking ball. And that little slider down in the zone. So that's what Zim's trying to work himself towards. He's close. He feels healthy. Balls are probably getting a little bit in the middle of the plate. 5-0 record with a .55 ERA in April. That's what he's trying to work towards. That's what his expectations are.
I'm trying to remember a month of April that was better than what Jordan Zimmerman did last year. I mean, he was, for a while there, literally unhittable.
Did you come up with one?
No. I could sit here for a while and not think of one that was better. 24 and a third consecutive scoreless innings to start his Tigers career.
Well, the starter tomorrow, Paxton, he had a pretty good roll going, but he gave it up his last start, so he's not as good as Zim is.
40 now for Jordan. 25 strikes. Motter had a single and drove in a run in his last at bat.
Good time for another double play. It'd be the third of the game.
I like it. Big out on Motter's flow there.
It's flowing.
That's it. The 2-1 is inside 3-1.
He looks like the guy from Green Bay. Is that
yeah,
from Ohio State?
Yeah. USC, you mean?
Clay Matthews.
Yeah.
How about Clay Matthews?
Yep.
Junior, yeah.
I like it.
A.J. Hawk from Ohio State's the guy I was thinking of.
Ah. Strike call. Motter had bragging rights last year. He is an alum of Coastal Carolina. That's where he played his college ball, and they won the national championship last year.
In baseball.
In baseball, correct. Motter.
Well, he's still got the bragging rights, but good luck doing two in a row.
Uh-oh. Ball hit toward left, but it's going to stay in the ballpark, chasing him halfway out of the warning track.
Know your ballpark. That's what guys say in the dugout, by the way. You want to explain that?
Well, I mean, because it looked like it might go. And you're on me about knowing my ballpark.
Well, guys say that like when you run and
right.
You're on base and you run and the ball's in the stands. It's just a light joke, but it's weak, but it was worth it. So I'm sure you'll be getting after me.
Here's a strike called.
Now see that breaking ball right there? It's coming with some depth to it, but last year the ones we showed you earlier, he liked to get to that one when it's got that sharp drop on it. More of 11 to 5. That'd be probably, see, that would be 1 to 7, wouldn't it? From the righty. 1
yes.
o'clock to 7, 2 o'clock to 8. The angle. I guess I'm going to have to draw a picture, aren't I?
Well, no, we get it.
Want me to draw a clock?
We're all imagining a clock. 0-2. And a little looper in the right field. That ball is going to drop. Base hit. Vogelback with a single.
Is this a changeup or something off speed? Vogelback does a good job. It's a breaking ball. Just stays long and length through the zone. Doesn't pull off it. Just serves it out there nicely. It's like having a tennis racket, just serving it out right in between the infielders and the center fielder, Tyler Collins. Seattle now threatens 2 on and 1 out.
And they have 7 hits in this game now. Tying runs on for Seattle here in the 4th. Zim does not have a 1-2-3, but if you count the double play that he got in the second, he faced only 3 batters. Heredia had a single in the second. Ball low. Heredia left Cuba in 2015 to come to the United States and play in the big leagues. Played professionally there for 6 years. Little chopper to the third base side. Castellanos goes to second, 1, and another double play. How about that?
Efficient.
3rd double play of the game. 5 4-3. Tigers, after a road trip, are home for 10, and they lead 4-2 in Game 1 in this series against Seattle. Nice night for baseball here in downtown Detroit.
Good home cooking. Tigers, was it on the road for a while, weren't you? Good to get back home, get in your own facility, see the family.
Brad was asked before the game, what is the best thing about getting back home? And he flat out said, well, sleeping in my own bed. Obviously, the creature comforts of your home ballpark are up there, but just good to get home.
Don't have to take a cab either to get to work.
Good point. It is Tyler Collins to lead things off here in the fourth. Collins, Castellanos, and Victor Martinez. Chris Heston came on in the third to replace the starter Felix Hernandez, who lasted only 48 pitches and 2 innings tonight for Seattle. Heston just called up from their AAA team in Tacoma. 2-2 on Tyler. Collins single and a line out. Easily could have 2 hits tonight. Missed. 3-2.
You can see the Mariners not giving in. Get behind in the count. Continue to throw a lot of secondary pitches. Tigers have been very patient in those situations.
And he draws the walk.
Nibbler.
Leadoff man aboard. Hey, it's the Ultimate Fox Sports Studio Tour Sweepstakes. Won a trip for 2 to Los Angeles, California for a behind-the-scenes look at the Fox Sports Studios. For a chance to win this great prize, enter at any participating Aldi location or online at foxsportsdetroit.com. Leadoff walk for the Tigers. They have not wanted anything to do with Castellanos tonight. He's walked twice.
Nick's been very patient, has not got too aggressive.
Fly ball right field, fairly deep. Valencia.
That's the sky here, boy. Look at the sky now. Those balls be tough to pick up.
You know, you mentioned that, and I think it was the first inning that Haniger had a little bit of trouble with one.
If you look over there to the right, when that ball gets into that whiteness, it's like a haze. The lights don't really take effect yet. They're just starting to on the balls down below the lights. When it gets up high, the lights are aimed down. So when the ball gets up with it over top of those lights where they're aimed, it gets tricky. You can lose it. It's just like anything else. You get the experience. You understand how to make sure that doesn't happen.
Ball 1 to Victor. Isn't haze supposed to be purple?
Purple haze. Got the shift on. Seems like it'd be so easy to hit to that third base side.
Victor has the capability. In fact, he's gone the other way twice in this game, both fly balls to left field.
It seems like it'd be so easy to just hit the ball this way. It looks easy, but it's hard. And then my question is, if you do that, do they win? Because we want Vimar to drive the ball. So what do you think? Should you go ahead and try and hit it that way? Simo's in here. What do you do, Simo? Simo says he's turning.
Turning and burning.
That's soon you get ahead in the count. 2-0 in for a strike. Look at Heston's ball really running back. Don't want to give up on that ball. It starts in off the plate to the lefties. It's going to swing back on the corner. Let's take a look at the tracker.
Heston had 17, make it 19 strikeouts in 17 innings in the minors. Swing and a miss. 2 gone.
Something off speed. Change up. He throws the fastballs. Look at this change up. He's going to turn that hand over. Look at it take off. Heston's got some pretty good movement going right now in his pitch. Much different look than Felix.
Now Justin Upton. First strikeout of the ball game for Heston.
If you're all the Tiger runners who ever think of stealing base right now in Heston, you want to be watching him like a hawk. See what he does. When does he throw over? Watch his eyes. See if you can pick anything up. Pretty quick to the plate.
Tigers, much like the last couple of years, have not been a running team this year either. They have stolen only 5 this year, which is toward the bottom of the American League. In fact, they've been caught more than they've stolen.
Yeah, well, when you hit the ball out of the ballpark, you shouldn't steal too much, huh? Makes sense.
Yeah, that's the way it's been.
But at some point, they're going to have to get a bag here or there.
Now 2-0 on J-Up. Had a good rip, fouled it back.
Yeah, I would expect Tyler to try the stolen base. Heston's pretty quick to the plate. You only want to steal when you know you can make it. Lead not very good.
He spins one up there for a strike.
You pick a curveball, give you somewhat of a chance.
Avila lurking. Upton has an RBI double and a strikeout in this game.
Oh.
Drill to left field, way back, it is gone. Oh, Upton killed it. 2-run shot for the Tigers. Can launch him, can he?
Yeah, that's a hanging changeup. You saw that pitch earlier, going away from Victor. J-Up sees it well, sitting back. He back leg. Look at, he's going to turn it over. It's going to go right in his wheelhouse. See him pull his hands in. He could come around it, but he didn't. That ball's actually off the plate. Watch him lead.
Oh,
that's 100 miles an hour.
And then some, I would think.
And J-Up's like, his big ones are like the 110 area, aren't they? 110, 112.
Usually, yeah. 6-2 Tigers. Upton has hit his 4th of the year. .407 feet on that home run by Upton. Here's the 0-1.
2-2 changeup. You don't see changeups. There's the ball.
Wow. Awesome.
Don't see many changeups right on right. But J-Up showed him why not. Try it.
High towering fly ball to center. Gerard Dyson going back. He's to the track. He's to the wall. It's gone.
Cha-ching.
Number 4 for Avila, back-to-back.
Okay, that's good connection here. This is one of the deepest parts of the ballpark. See, the ball runs right out over the middle of the plate. Alex is on time with it. Another very loud sound.
429 feet on that home run by Alex Avila.
Topped him. Topped Jay up, didn't he?
He did. Swing and a miss. Ducey, the batter. Infield single and a ground out.
The deuce.
7-2. Tigers have the lead. And a bender that drops in. 1-2. Tigers have 3 home runs tonight. They will do that to you.
And look at that ball inside. It really runs back. You can't give up on it.
Tigers have now homered in 18 of 19 games. Here's a drive to right field. This might be an extra base hit. It's going to roll to the wall. A Ducey smelling triple. He's round to the bag, and here it comes. 3-bagger, Jim Ducey.
I think this nickname thing's gonna stick. You listen to the crowd. Just listen to the crowd. I'm not kidding you. I thought I heard him saying "deuce," but he was rounding second base.
Well, they weren't booing. First career triple for a Ducey. And how about his Tigers debut? 2 more hits tonight for a Ducey. 2 singles, double, and a walk Sunday against Minnesota. All smiles right now.
Dropping that bedhead.
Swing and a foul. Menards brings you the big money encounter. Tigers now have 8 homers by their catchers.
Hosting the bigs.
Actually, that is 9 now if you count the one that Avila just hit. But he is a first baseman, so okay, we got to take that away. So it's still 8.
Commissioner said no on that one.
Yeah, we tried to give it to him, but it got shot down. And McCann is out on a 5-3 ground out. Tiger is flexing some muscle here. How about Upton? Boom! How about Avila? Boom! Fox Sports Detroit is brought to you by the Sam Bernstein Law Firm, official legal services sponsor of Fox Sports Detroit, and by Bell Tire. For tires and auto service, everybody needs a Bell Tire guy. Good night for baseball here in the Motor City, and a good night for the Tigers offense. Jay up on the left, Davila on the right.
2 dingers.
Home runs in the 3-run fourth. So we go to the 5th. And Jordan Zimmerman appreciates all the offense tonight. Zimmerman facing Zunino, Dyson, and Segura. Through by 0-2. Zimmerman has been living large tonight. 3 double plays turned behind him.
He's gotten a little bit of trouble, and he's gotten out of it. He's made the pitches. He's feeling a little looser now. He's got a little more life.
1 gone. We check in now with Kristen Keith on an injury update.
Hey guys, well, with top 4 Tiger starters on the DL right now, a little bit of good news. Jose Iglesias was resumed baseball activities today, and he had a concussion-like symptoms 7 days ago, so it'll be nice. He should be back in the lineup in a couple of days. Miguel Cabrera hoping for May 1st, May 2nd. Brad Ausmus said today that he's feeling really good, but they're going to play it cautious with him, hoping to get back May 1st, May 2nd. Other good news, JD Martinez, who has been out since almost a month now, hoping to return by the end of the month or early May, so good news there. And I spoke with Jacoby Jones, and luckily his lip, I mean, you saw the fastball that he took to his face. His lip, has 9 stitches, but he says he's actually doing pretty good. It's more painful than it actually looks, but he said he's just really happy that he didn't lose any teeth, and I think that's a good positive attitude to have. What do you think, Mario?
Yeah, absolutely, and on all fronts, really good to hear those updates in terms of Cabrera and Iglesias. Good to see Iglesias probably going to be back Thursday, so Tigers getting healthy. In the meantime, Gibby, the guys that are backing up are doing some pretty good work.
Yeah, who do you send down?
Right.
That's the next problem you're going to have.
There's Jacoby. He is on the mend from getting hit in the face.
I got hit in the face. The first thing you do is check your teeth, but you can't feel them.
Here's the 2-2. On the ground to the first baseman. Vila tags the bag for the out. Dyson gone.
Keep him off the bases.
2 gone.
Back up to the top of the order for Gene Segura. Singled and scored a run in the first. Zimmerman's starting to settle in a little bit here after those good defensive plays. He made very good pitches on him. Looks like he's feeling a little more confident. You got it. You just do loosen up. That's the way it happens. Get a couple home runs. That lead jumps up there to 7-2. Relaxes you a little bit. Free and easy.
Seattle jumped on him early in this game. They got 2 runs in the first, but they have not scored since.
See Zimmerman right there, frustrated. Couldn't find his release point. Did not get it. Did not let go of it out front. That ball came out real early, way back by his ear. Pitchers try to get out front. Pull down on that pitch.
Drilled toward left center field, and that ball is going to go. It's a line drive home run for Gene Segura, solo shot.
He's got pop. And Jordan went with the 2-0 fastball, got a lot on the plate. Segura did not miss.
And Segura can just hit.
He could play. 2-0 fastball right down the middle. That's with the 7-2 lead. You can't goof around, or you got to throw him a strike. And if he does that, you just move on to the next hitter.
If you're going to give them up, they might as well be solo shots. And number 2 for Segura. Here's a high drive into deep left field. That ball is going to get out of here, and it is gone. Back-to-back home runs. Valencia, who didn't even start this game, has homered.
And he's been struggling.
Seven to 4.
Another fastball. Middle in. 93 miles an hour. Maybe one of the hardest balls he's thrown all day. Valencia just brings the arms in. Not a bad pitch. This was a no-doubter.
We'll bring up Robinson Cano.
Brad Ausmus, you know you've got K-Rod in the 9th, Justin Wilson in the 8th, Alex Wilson in the 7th. So now here you are in the 5th. They're trying to extend Zim as far as he can go to get to the back end of that bullpen.
0-2 on Cano. Wilson brothers have been dynamite. 7th and 8th innings have been on lockdown this year. Nine hits now for Seattle, 11 for the Tigers. 7-4 ball game. That'll get away from McCann. Cano with a fly out and a double play ball. He's 0 for 2. Four-time All-Star Cano. And when you look at what he has done, Robinson, of course, signed that huge deal. A 10-year contract.
Is it 2023, something like that?
Yeah. Surprised many by leaving the Bronx. Shoot that one to the shortstop. Nice pick by Romine. Cano is out. The inning is over. A couple of homers tightens it up. Tigers baseball presented by Bell Tire. As we go to the bottom of the 5th inning at the ballpark, Mario and Pemba, Kirk Gibson, and well, this one the Tigers again getting some production from some unlikely sources. Good to see the bottom of the lineup starting to swing the bat, Gibby.
Well, everybody's swinging the bats from both teams, but we talked about in the open about the contribution from all. They've lost Miggy. Avila comes to go deep again. Romine here with the leadoff single. The bat sounds really loud today, doesn't it?
It does.
The bat sounds, and it seems that both pitchers, or actually the 3 pitchers that have thrown tonight, having trouble with the grip on the break and stuff. The off-speed stuff seems like they're having trouble getting that ball buried down into the zone. That's going to have to, Jordan's going to have to keep battling. Had two dingers he gave up last inning, but still has a 3-run lead, 7-4.
The Tigers have gotten the leadoff man on in 4 of 5 innings already tonight. Kinsler looks at a strike. Pretty good night for Ian. 2 hits, 2 runs scored, including a double. It was Seattle coming into the series that was toward the top in baseball in double plays turned, but the Tigers have turned 3 tonight. Heston came on in the 3rd after Hernandez was lifted following 2 innings of work.
Seattle thinks Romey's going to go. Just trying to keep him close by the bag. A couple of reasons: you don't want him to steal, you don't want him to score on a double, and you want to keep the double play in order.
Kinsler fan.
Here in the bottom of the 5th, fans are settled in. Had lots of action so far.
Low ball 1. That base hit by Romine, the 12th hit of the night for the Tigers offense. Tyler Collins on deck. The 1-2. Shot to right field, base hit. 3rd hit of the game for Kinsler.
That boy Kins.
2 on, nobody out.
This ball starts away, doesn't give up on it. Of course, last year when he got really hot, he started going the other way and locked him in. He could go line to line. It's a good job. That ball probably a little bit off the plate. Got action.
They're going to have to go fairly deep into the bullpen tonight. Evan Marshall warming up.
He's a youngster I managed down in Arizona. Had a couple of really good years. Did scuffle for a couple. Back in the bigs this year.
Looks like that's it for Heston. Came on in the 3rd, gave up 2 homers in the 4th, and now 2 hits here in the 5th. Got ourselves a wall-side windows pitching change. We'll be back to Comerica Park. Looking for more here in the 5th inning. And don't forget, this Saturday the Tigers host the White Sox at 1:10. On-field photo day starting at 11 a.m. Fans will take photos of their favorite Tigers players at the Comerica Park Field. For tickets, visit tigers.com.
Bring your smile.
Bring your smile, bring your camera. Evan Marshall is on now.
See Evan this season, 4 games, an ERA of 1.59. 3 strikeouts, 2 walks. Throws a heavy sinker, got a good breaking ball. Claimed off waivers from the D-backs on April 4th. There's a history between the general manager Jerry DiPoto and Mel Stottlemyre Jr. So that's how these claims, you run into these guys. Here's Stott. Of course, his dad, Mel Stottlemyre Sr., was a pretty good one. The Mets, Yankees, won some world championships. Stott used to be my pitching coach. Excellent talent.
1-1 on Tyler Collin. Tigers again trying to break it open. They gave up 2 of the home runs in the 5th inning. Tyler on base twice in this game. Single walk run scored. 13 Tigers hits in this game. Drilled toward left field. Heredia on the run. Can't get it over his head and up against the wall. 1 run scores, and Kinsler will stop at third. Double and an RBI for Tyler Collins.
Well, we got the good shot for it. There's a lot that goes on. The ball's going to go over to left field. Everybody's got to watch everybody here. Good job of going all the way to second base. You go as far as you could go and not get thrown out, doubled off. So you see Clarkie right here. Now he throws it up, tells Kinsler to stop. Now, with nobody out, Kinsler's easy to shut down if you're Mr. Clark down there, third base coach. Infield is in, probably make it go through with nobody out.
Tigers lead by 4 again. The infield in. And a ground ball up the middle, base hit. 1 run is in. Here comes Collins racing around third. He will score. Castellanos with a 2-run single.
Boy, good stuff here. Nick gets one. They always try and throw him inside because of his approach. Look how he brings that barrel in, uses the middle of the field, trying only to get one, but gets a couple. Gets rewarded for a good approach.
So the Tigers back up by 6 now, 10-4. They are swinging the bats tonight. Here's Victor Martinez. Ball 1 to Victor.
Tigers had a lot of opportunities today for the runners in scoring position, only 3 for 10, but when you're hitting home runs, multiple run home runs, you put runs on the board. 10 runs already here in the bottom of the 5th.
Pulled foul. Tigers have a season high in hits now. Their previous high was 13. They have 15 tonight. And a long way to go.
Still rolling, yes.
At one point, this game was 2-0 after 1/2 inning. Seattle got 2 in the first, and they have trailed since.
Tigers 1 in the first, 3 in the second, 3 in the fourth, and 3 so far in the 5th.
Victor pulls one fair down the right field line. Castellanos going to third. Victor is on his way to second, and he's in with a double. Everybody hits tonight.
Victor starting to heat up a little bit. Leans back, got that first baseman in. Victor in with his second double of the season.
There was still nobody out in this inning.
Seattle again has the infield. And you're a manager. This is kind of a tough one. You know, he's had the infield in now virtually the whole inning, but every hit scores 2. So I tend probably to concede 1 run, but not 2. Try and keep it a little closer in hand. But of course, with Victor on second, he's unlikely probably to score from second base. So it makes more sense with this scenario.
Upped in with a home run and a double. 5 straight hits for the Tigers here in the 5th.
Miguel just watching, taking it all in.
1-1.
Chapp's got a quick bat.
Tigers had not scored more than 7 runs in a game before they got 13 on Sunday. They've added 10 more in this game. One and one on Upton. Good block by Zunino. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Good take by Jay Up right there. Big breaking ball, breaking out of the zone. Tigers as a team tonight very well laying off the chase pitches. Done a good job of getting balls up in the zone that they can put the lumber to it.
They have hit 3 home runs tonight. Upton, Avila, and McCann. Way inside. 3-1.
Go ahead and put him on, my guy. On deck. Big Alex. Looking for an 8-pointer.
Begging.
Don't have a problem with that at all.
3 balls, 1 strike on Upton. Ground ball towards short. They'll check the runners, and Upton is out.
Ball ran in on him, got in on him. Shattered his lumber.
So the infield in saves a run there, and there's the busted bat. Now Avila. Every Tiger has at least 1 hit in this game. Kinsler has 3 hits.
Collins with a couple and a walk. 2 walks for Nick and a hit. Now base percentage is going up tonight. You're going to put him on? He's going to go. He's going to get put on.
Intentional walk.
Boy, that was quick. Now there should be points in the game for getting intentionally walked.
You do. A walk's a point.
You get 1?
You get 1. Doesn't matter if it's intentional.
Intentional should be at least 2.
No.
Why not?
Because you're just making stuff up now. Here's the Ducey.
Good point.
Ducey had a triple.
Come on, Deuce. Come on, Deuce.
Slap foul out of play.
Another broken bat. Look at that. Look at the new one coming in, how fresh it is. The old one, you could tell had some battle on it. This one's all fresh, no marks on it. Maybe used in BP. That one looks like it has never been used. It always feels a little better in your hand, you know, when you had some action with it.
The 0-1.
You know, you get a dozen bats at a time. You say you want it to be 35, 33. So they weigh them all for you, but you might pick 2 35, 33s up and they feel totally different.
Really?
It's total different balance. So you either shelve them for BP only or you start breaking it in.
So you can break in a bat.
Well, with the old ash bats, you could raise the grain. So it's like a golf club, they have grooves and the ball carries.
Yeah.
So you get a grain, and the ball, you get better backspin. Sometimes you use it, sometimes they flake, so you don't want that one. You want a nice hard bat.
Now the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Ducey is out of there. 2 gone. They'll bring up McCann.
Pretty good off-speed pitch, buried it down in the zone. Deuce could lay off it. Well, I know how that feels. You get so anxious to see those bases loaded out there. Those pitchers, they use that aggressiveness against you.
Tigers will bat around in this inning as McCann steps in, 9th man to hit. 1-0. You find you had to dial it back with the bases loaded mentally?
You got to find a way not to be too anxious, because they've got a game plan against you. They're just not going to groove it in there.
2-0 on McCann.
I think you just don't want to jump out there at the ball. You want to keep your mechanics. Same way as a pitcher, if they overthrow, they tend to lose a lot of life on their pitches and location. You want to stay compact, have good mechanics, get to point A to point B as efficiently as you can.
And it's 3-0 now.
Now, I would not give the hit sign here. It's got to be taken. Devon Marshall's arm's going to go back to that elbow. You ever take a short putt and you can feel your elbows tighten up?
Absolutely.
That's what you got. Aim it.
Down the middle it comes.
Ooh.
Actually, the inside corner. 3-1. Marshall took over for Heston in this inning. Their starter did not go long tonight. King Felix lasted only 2 frames. And McCann can bust this thing wide open here. And he walked in ball 4. That'll be an RBI. Castellanos comes in to score, touching home plate. Hey, the Tigers host the White Sox this Saturday at 1:10. Former Tigers infielder Ramon Santiago will participate in a pregame Q&A session at 11:45 in the Big Cat Court as part of the Alumni Saturdays. For tickets, visit tigers.com or call 866-66-TIGERS.
He was a good one. He was a joy to develop and manage and coach.
There's a strike called on Romine.
Him and Omar Irfani came up together.
Yeah, Santiago was just one of the more affable people I've been around. Always smiling.
Went on to have a pretty good major league career.
Swing and a miss. 0-2.
Change up right there. Now you're going to try and shorten up a little bit, cut your swing down.
Fouled away. Romine has been all over the diamond this year. We're not even to the month of May, but already he has played first, second, short, left, and center. So he'll probably add the other positions before this year is over.
And caught a couple bullpens.
Right.
Been a long inning for Jordan Zimmerman. You're going to have to get out there and get loose. Get chilly.
Zanino blocks it. The other day in Minnesota, McCann was in the game and Avila was taken out of the game, which meant that Romine was the emergency catcher in case something happened to McCann. And Andrew was saying, please don't let anything happen to McCann. No foul tips.
He'll do it, but doesn't have to.
He'll do it is right, but may not be fun.
Yeah, those foul tips, they hurt.
Little chopper off the glove of the pitcher. Going to be a tough play, no play. Everybody is safe. Another run scored.
This is a great 2-strike approach right here. Marshall's been throwing the breaking ball. Watch Romine how he keeps his eye on it. Look, he just stays on that ball. He lets it get really deep. He's not going to get the bat head out and leave himself susceptible to the off-speed pitch. Gets it over Marshall's head. Little infield single right here. Picks up another RBI, and the Tigers a run.
Second hit of the inning for Romine.
He doesn't want it to end.
It's now 12-4. Bases still loaded. Kinsler spins away from ball one. Miggy looks on saying, well, the guys are doing their job tonight.
Yeah, we can feel relaxed tonight. Just
let
it heal.
He probably wants to hit. Swing and a miss.
Amazing how it gets contagious sometimes. How many hits the Tigers got? 3, 4, 5 hits in the inning, 6. It's hard to string 2 in a row.
Fouled away. 1-2 on Ian Kinsler. Single, double in this game. Ooh, look at that box score.
I want some.
Everybody has at least one.
Look at the bottom of that order.
Nice.
Good contribution from everybody.
17 Tigers hits, a season high. Tigers have scored at least 1 run in every inning but the third tonight, and the 5-run fifth is their largest inning. Good chance they'll get to 20 hits tonight.
What do they get for that?
A pat on the back. Hearty handshake.
And a win.
And a win.
That's what we're shooting for.
Count. Sizzle back into the seats. 1-2. Soft line drive to center field, base hit. This might get 2 more runs in. Dyson's throw to the plate is not in time. Kinsler takes second. 2 more for the Tigers.
Again, good 2-strike hit right here. Look at the length of the swing. Instead of Kinsler pulling the bat out of the zone, he releases the front hand or the backhand. Just flicks it out there into center field. There you see Clarkie going to work. Tigers running those pillows. This missed him on the tag. Oh, did he get him?
I think he missed him.
Did the string get him?
Yeah, the string might have gotten him.
They're not going to review that. We'll take it.
14-4, and there's a drive to center field. Base hit. Dyson knocks it down. Scored 2 more runs. Romine and Kinsler, and the hit parade continues. Wow. This is something else.
We have to start checking the record books for hits and runs in an inning. After Seattle scored a couple to bring it within 3, 7-4 as we started the inning. Now 16-4 Tigers. Trying to save the bullpen.
Evan Marshall is not loving life right now.
There's nobody warming up in the Seattle bullpen, so he got to wear it. Got to find a way out of it. The bad thing about when this happens, you're that guy. You know what happens sometimes. You throw too many pitches. You might need some fresh arms.
Tigers have 8 hits in this inning. Nobody throwing in the bullpen. Guys are getting loose, but
yeah, you know, for the Tigers, you got to ask yourself: do you continue to go? Do you continue to be aggressive, or are you piling on? What are we in the bottom of the 5th here? So I think until you get to the 6th inning, you still stay very aggressive. You take what they give you. You would not steal in this situation, though.
There's a hard hit ball right to the shortstop Segura, which is going to finally end the inning. Oh, what an inning for the Tigers, their biggest of the year, a 9 spot. As we welcome you to our Call Sam studio, and I've had to have my arm around Craig Monroe because he wants to grab a bat.
Yes,
the game is easy, at least from up here.
Gibby, the way the boys are swinging the bats, I feel like today we could barrel up a ball. I mean, they're putting together some solid at bats. I mean, this is fun to watch. They're an absolute laser show here tonight. They make Comerica Park look very, very small tonight.
You could take some cuts. I'm not sure barreling up.
I'm barreling. The way they're giving away hits today, I need to be in the game right now.
Post game should be fun, gentlemen.
Hey guys, hits are on sale tonight, that's for sure.
Yeah, they are.
16 runs on 19 Tigers hits, and now Zimmerman, who sat down for an eternity, but it will take the offense, goes back to work.
9 runs, 3 in the previous. I might be able to jog the bases tonight. I don't know if I can swing it.
Wow, what a night. A 9-run 5th inning for the Tigers.
Now, you want to close it out here, obviously, as quickly as you can. You want to save your pen. You got a big stretch of 10 games in a row.
Cruz sends a high drive into deep left center field. That ball is hit deep, and it is gone into the bushes in left center. Nelson Cruz,
in the air, isn't there?
Man, what's going on tonight? That is the 3rd home run of the ball game for Seattle. (16-5) ball game.
Looks like a hanger right there. It's supposed to be a breaking ball. Not very sharp, and Cruz, who came in on fire, is on fire today. 2 hits and a sack, fly, 2 RBI. That'll bring Taylor Motter up.
3 of the last 4 Seattle hitters have homered. Bouncing ball to third base. Castellanos has it. Motter's out. 1 away. 9-run inning for the Tigers, the most they've had in an inning since September of '08. And they had a 9-run 5th against Texas. We've had 29 hits between the two teams. Seattle with 3 home runs. There's ball 1. Tigers with 3 home runs. Vogelback.
Getting a little chilly, but the chillier it gets, the wind comes up. It's actually blowing in from left field. The ball's flying out of there. Straight in right there. That was Cruz hit that ball right into the teeth of the wind. It's interesting. You never can really figure out why it flies sometimes and why it doesn't.
There's a ground ball to first. Fair ball. Fielded by Avila. Says, I'll take it.
Obviously, the contact has something to do with it, but sometimes they really go a long way and sometimes they don't make it out.
So Zim rebounds after the home run by Cruz.
At 73 pitches here, 5 2/3.
You do make a good point, though, Gibby, about closing this thing out, because the last thing you want to do now, even with this sizable lead, is to kind of mess up the bullpen the way it's set up.
No, you want Zim to go as fresh as he can. His pitch count is in great shape, and on the other side, you want to get Seattle to use as much as they can. It's a part of the game within the game.
Soft line drive, base hit, right center. Wide turn, but Heredia holds up with a 2-out single. His second hit tonight.
I think this is another breaking ball right here. He just doesn't, I don't know if it's a slider, he's just not getting that bite, not that sharp break at the end. See him on the side of the ball, it looks like a slider. Just not quite, you want that late, quick movement right at the end of the pitch. He's in a good situation now where he can work on it.
Mike Zunino. Ball one.
Heredia's got a pretty good looking swing.
Two-hit night for Heredia. Zunino is 0 for 2, strikeout, double play ball. Ball 2.
Zim really struggling with the slider, but he's continuing to throw it. Continuing to trying to find it. Trying to find that release point, find the proper mechanics. Been 91, 93 with the fastball. Slider been around 87, 88. Curveball's less than that.
Oh, look out. Zunino is hit. They'll put 2 men on.
Yeah, good time for a visit right here. Get him settled down. We do have action in the pen. Gonna have a visit from Doobie.
Yeah, Rich making his way to the top step, and now he'll come trotting out. Shane Green now warming up in the Detroit bullpen.
Yeah, Zim had to wait a long time, and that inning had to be about a half hour. The Tigers' previous half inning. It's hard. You get stiffened up. That could really impact your ability to throw the ball where you want to.
So the Tigers scored 13 runs on Sunday in the finale against Minnesota. They've added 16 here tonight. This with a good portion of their team on the disabled list. Here is Dyson. Popped him up. That'll get him out of the inning. Kinsler waiting. And the side retired. Fox Sports Detroit is brought to you by Chevrolet, the most awarded car company 3 years in a row. And by True Green, America's #1 professional lawn care company. Live life outside. What do we have in our Comerica Bank game summary tonight? Well, we've got plenty in terms of offense.
16 total runs. You can see it's the most since July 10th at 14. 9-run 5th inning. It's most since September 17, 2008. Everything went right for the Tigers. This can be a real breakout for any team when you get that many knocks. They did it with the home run the inning before, had a couple. And then the 5th did it with doubles, gappers, infield hits, walks. 9 runs.
Evan Marshall is still out there for Seattle, trying to eat up as many batters as he can here. Marshall took the brunt of the Tigers' 9-run 5th inning. Victor with a double and a run scored. Every Tiger with at least 1 hit tonight. Most have multiple hits. Here's the 0-1. 0-2. Victor didn't like it.
Seemed like Joe West maybe. Sometimes the zone gets expanded a little bit in games like this. He's pretty much a pro, though. Did a lot of movement on that pitch.
Little bouncer, first base side. That'll be a routine play there for Vogelbach.
Well, we talked about the number side of our Comerica Bank summary, but here you're going to see it visually. Tigers really warming up. You know, earlier in the year, everybody was worried about the bats. Were the bats going to swing? Miggy's out, JD's out. These guys are playing baseball, and Lloyd McClendon's message is resonating with these Tiger hitters. See pitches everywhere in the zone, not pulling off the ball anymore, making contact, seeing good 2-strike approaches, and the Tigers were rewarded with the 9-run 5th.
Justin Upton. Double to not get a run in the 1st, homered in the 4th of the 2-run variety. One and one on Upton. Marshall played his college ball at Kansas State in Manhattan, Kansas. 4th rounder of the Diamondbacks back in 2011 and pitched parts of 3 seasons. Sunnydale, California, his hometown. Two and two. Upton now has hit safely in 5 in a row. Now Marshall with the 2-2. Low ball 3. Starting a 10-game homestand are the Tigers tonight. 3 against Seattle. White Sox coming in for the weekend, and then the Cleveland Indians come in for 4. And Houston beat the Indians tonight. Rolled foul. That Houston team off to a really nice start. They're a good ball club.
They are. They're picking up where they left off last year. They have a lot of talent. And you remember they conceded a couple, I don't want to say conceded, but really went into a rebuilding phase for several years. And it seems to be paying off. They just keep bringing talent to the big leagues, selecting who they want to keep and moving the others on and replenishing prospects in return.
And there's ball 4. 1-out walk. Well, join us for a 1-hour special, A New Day in Detroit, immediately after Tigers Live postgame this Friday, April 28th. It's narrated by Academy Award winner and Detroit's own J.K. Simmons. A New Day in Detroit tells the story of Detroit's renaissance through the stories of both movers and shakers, as well as everyday sports fans. This Friday, April 28th, immediately following Tigers Live postgame.
In my book, it all started way back when Mr. Illich, the Fox Theater.
Would not argue with that.
And look how long it took. So a lot of other contributors since then.
If you haven't been around downtown Detroit lately, I think you'll be surprised. There's a line drive to center field. Gonna drop. Base hit. Avila with a single, and the Tigers down with 20 hits. As Jim Adducci steps in, we check in now with Kristen Keith.
Well, Mario, on Saturday, when Toledo Mudhens manager Mike Rojas signaled to Adduci when he was in the batter's box, Adduci thought he was just being called for another uniform violation, but he went over to talk to him, and it turns out he got the call up. So on Sunday, he woke up at 4 a.m., went to the airport to fly to Minneapolis to meet with the Tigers. He had a connection through Chicago O'Hare, where, as you all know if you fly, he was delayed. That's when he got a text from a buddy that said, "Hey man, good luck today, I'll be watching you." And he said, wait, what do you mean? Turns out he was penciled in for the 7th spot in the lineup. He didn't even know. He got to Target Field just a little over an hour before the game. He said he was trying to calm his nerves, but adrenaline was just pumping like crazy. He went 3 for 4, had 2 ribbies, and he's done pretty well here today. He's had his first career triple, and you see him fly out there, but I think he's 2 for 5 now, so not too bad for the new guy. Mario?
New guy indeed is doing really well, and I can imagine the adrenaline was pumping in that first game. Doesn't matter how early you get up and fly to a different town. Once you put that big league uniform on, I assume that the adrenaline gets you through.
Yeah, I walked by and spoke with him and introduced myself today. And before I walked out, he's just all smiles.
Yeah.
There to sit in the big league clubhouse with other big leaguers and guys you've looked up to your whole career. It's an exciting experience, and then to get the opportunity to contribute is even better.
There's a strike called on McCann. The two teams have combined for 31 hits and 6 home runs. Tigers getting the better of it, though. They lead 16-5. Ooh, look out, Clarkie. Oh, man, he had to use his dancing feet there.
Can we get that? That's dangerous down there, I tell you. Getting a little chatter from the dugout there, you can tell. Let's take a look at him. Look how quickly this comes. Looks like Mario in his dancing shoes, huh?
Yeah, 2 left feet. 0-2, bounces in, 1-2.
Oh boy. Would you consider taking lessons?
I didn't think long and hard about it, but probably no. If you wanted an immediate answer, no.
I think I could talk you into it for a good cause. I
not.
really do.
No. I'll just make the donation to your cause. We can just sidestep the lessons. Foul back out of
kind of lucky. They had that lucky pocket pull. The guy's just ringing up the points thanks to Mario and his charity.
Your guy Avila today has a homer, a walk, and a single for pick the stick.
So he's got a run. So that's 4, 5, 6. Better than 0. What's your guy?
Let me see. V-Mart double, that's 2. Run scored 3. Strikeout 2. -1 for the strikeout.
Here we go. Who's got who? Buchanan. Nobody got him.
How about Simo dancing in the booth after Upton hit that home run?
That's his boy. His pick.
Jay Up also with an RBI double, so he's had a big night. 2-2 on McCann. Popped up. shallow right field. Valencia is under it, drifting. That'll end the inning. We go to the 7th. It's 16-5. The Tigers have 20 hits. That is correct. By the way, MLB.com at bat is your #1 mobile app for live Tigers baseball. Stay connected with a fully customizable experience. Get Tigers home screen icons and app features, as well as game day, live game video highlights, radio broadcasts, StatCast, news, and more. MLB.com at bat. Get it today.
We got a wall side pitching change, wall side windows pitching change. Shane Green's job is to come in here and hold down these Seattle Mariners. 7th game so far. ERA at 1.69, throwing the ball well. Zimmerman, I think they did a smart thing after 6 innings, bringing him out. 11 hits, 5 runs.
I think Zim tonight threw 80 pitches.
Yep, 50 some strikes, 51 strikes. So we had a couple long innings, sat in between. I think smart to get him out of there.
Gene Segura will lead things off. Top of the order, Segura, Valencia, Cano. First one is at the knees, but it missed. 95 there from Shane Green. Normally Alex Wilson's inning, but with the large lead, Green gets the call here in the 7th. And a strike call.
Tigers are going to try and rest the Wilson boys. Alex throwing quite a few games already this year for the Tigers. Justin's got, I think, 10 games. Most games in the American League is 11 by a pitcher. So when you have an opportunity to trim those out, you do it. And this just happened the other day when he had to come in and throw a pitch, didn't he, to get out of the inning?
Yep. And that was Sanchez started the inning. And they had to bring him in, Wilson that is, to close down the inning through 1 pitch.
So before the off day yesterday, Justin had thrown in 2 straight days. So if you can get him another day off, that's 2 days off. He'll be ready to go. Although he'll be ready to go tomorrow, but he's ready to go tonight. But you would just prefer that you didn't have to use him.
2-2 on Segura, who homered in his last at bat. He also has a single tonight. Roll toward third, Castellanos.
Ball almost hit the lip. Did not, though. Nick had an easy play there. Segura not running very hard down the first base line, coming off the injury. Yeah, I always like keep the pressure on him. You know, give a good 3/4 long leg run. Don't let him just relax. But the Tigers will take that. That makes sense.
Indeed. Danny Valencia. If you were to tell the Mariners that they would have 5 runs on 11 hits in the 7th inning with Felix Hernandez starting, they probably would have felt pretty good.
And losing, yeah.
But it's 16-5. And Felix got knocked out after 2 innings of work tonight. Valencia homered in his only at bat in the 5th, came on for Mitch Haniger, who left with an oblique problem. Ball 2. Tigers bullpen has had its issues this year at times with base on balls.
Yeah, they got to trim those out. Throwing the ball good, got good velocity, good life. The walks, you can't give base runners to your opponent.
Ball 3. Valencia's been well traveled. Robinson Cano waiting on deck. Minnesota, Boston, Baltimore, KC, Oakland, and he'll take a walk.
4-pitcher.
Ron Robinson Cano stands in. It's been a quiet night for Cano. Ground out, double play ball, fly out.
See if the Tigers can pick up another double play.
They have tonight 3.
3.
All right, we want a 4th one right here.
2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Three innings in a row. Tigers are not holding at first base.
Ground ball back up the middle. Kinsler can't get it into center field. Valencia heads to 3rd, and the first hit of the ball game for Cano.
Got a cookie there. Walked Valencia on 4 pitches. Knew he was going to get a fastball right down the middle. It's the kind of thing that makes managers turn a little gray sometimes. But you got to play it out. Just they don't. The opponents just don't roll over. Still looking for the DP.
Nelson Cruz with a home run, a single, and a sacrifice fly in this game. Cruz has gone 3 straight years now where he's hit at least 25 home runs on the road alone. Had some big home run years.
Hasn't he had 40 homers too in those years?
He has.
And here's a guy who did great for his club in Texas. He was a free agent. Baltimore picked him up for 1 year, had a great year there, and ended up coming to Mariners. But there was wasn't there some suspicion of was it the biogenesis scandal?
Well, Cruz really didn't take off in the big leagues until late 20s, 28 or so. He had his first really big season in the majors. But he has just piled on big year after big year with big numbers in his career against Detroit. He loves Tigers pitching. Ground ball to 3rd. Oh, look out. Right by Nick. That'll get a run in. That thing sizzled by him.
Almost bad hop. Almost hit him right in the face.
So the walk comes around to score.
It's going to be a single. See the ball pop up. I don't know if it hit the lip. much running that's been going on in this infield tonight. It's got to be hidden holes. Should have been a double play ball. The bat hot. Scores a run for Seattle. Well, 16-6. It's a back and forth battle.
Taylor Motter steps in. 13 hits now for Seattle.
Got to mix some sliders in here.
We're talking about the walks that the Tigers have had, and Green walked a batter here in the 7th. 31st walk by a Tigers reliever this year, which is second most in the American League. Only the Royals bullpen has had more. The 0-1. High fly ball left field.
Go ahead and say it.
Know your ballpark. And it's caught by Justin Upton. 2-1.
They beat you.
It's a pretty good setup on the pass there. They just laid it in.
He did. Like
Alex Wilson won.
Alley-oop.
Here's Vogelback. Two hard-hit balls out to left field that appeared had a chance to go, but just died in the warning track.
I think he hit that one off the end of the bat a little bit.
Vogelback a single in 3 at-bats. Popped up, foul ground. Here comes Castellanos. So we couldn't get it. Almost got there with a backhanded play.
It's a tough one because you're running towards the railing of the dugout, and they've got that little cutout where they go down into the dugout. You see this from our robo camera. Look at Nick. You try and get over there as quickly as you can. You hope there's a step cutout right there. That circle right there. But he couldn't come up with it. Tough play.
Here's the 0-1. Breaking low, and the count goes 1 ball and 1 strike.
Looked like a slider right there. Good sinker down to the way here to this big fella. Keep it low.
Down low, 2-1.
Shane really struggling with his release mechanics right now. Look at the strike zones, it's all over. Sometimes it's tough to put the bat on the ball. Sometimes it's tough to throw the ball over the strike zone.
Way inside. Now the count goes to 3-1.
You're a manager right now. You got to force yourself. He's out there trying. You know, Brad's hoping he's going to figure it out. Can't get frustrated either way. Green or Brad or Mario.
I'm not frustrated. We're up 10 runs.
You had a feeling that was coming.
Yeah, I
It's
did.
kind of a cheap shot.
I know. Do you like doing that?
Makes us stronger.
Here's the 3-1. And he lost him. Another walk for Green, his second in the inning.
It's going to be it.
Wow. So Brad's going to come out and get him. Was hoping not to do that, but he will do that. It's another wall side windows pitching change. We'll be back.
here is the 1-800 call Sam, call the game. First time scoring 13+ runs in back-to-back games since August 10th, 12th, in 1993. That's 3 straight. And I was on that team.
You were?
Big comeback. Yep. Got released from Pittsburgh in 92. Came back to the Tigers in 93.
Do you remember that game?
No.
Didn't think you would, but I gave it a shot. Here's Alex Wilson.
Tigers got bases loaded here. Got to wiggle out of it. 2 down.
Heredia will be the batter. Tigers lead by 10. And a strike on the inside corner. Shane Green facing 6 batters. He walked 2, gave up a couple of hits. Now Wilson trying to make sure that nobody else scores here. The 0-1. Lifted to right field, and that's going to be caught by Aducci. They will settle for 1 run. Coming up in Consumers Energy, 7th inning stretch.
Here's 3 things about me. I like golfing, I really like ice fishing, and I have 2 children.
1, I'm born and raised in Louisiana, southern, to the core. I love my family. I'm extremely close to my family. And 3, I'm very, very lighthearted. Don't take anything seriously.
From Oklahoma, I love God, family, friends, and I'm proud to be a Tiger.
Hey, tomorrow night, get to know your Tigers. 3 things about your Tigers tomorrow, beginning at 6 o'clock. Learn more about the Tigers players, their lives on and off the field. So it's going to be a special theme broadcast tomorrow night. So we'll have 3 things to know about not only the players, but a couple of broadcasters
Hey,
as well.
and if you want, you can add a bonus. You can have 4.
4 things?
Yeah.
Nice.
I think there was a precedent set right there.
Mikey Matsu?
I went 4.
Here is James Pazos. He will take over now for Seattle.
Big lefty, 8 games, ERA at 2.35, 7 strikeouts, 3 walks. Acquired from the Yankees for prospect Zach Littell in November. Gilbert, Arizona.
It'll be Romine to face the lefty. Romine, then Kinsler and Collins.
Throws a heavy ball, 94, 96, 2-seam. You talk about spin rate. Like the 2-seam, the major league average 21-13. He's a little below that. Do you buy into the spin rate thing?
Well, up until a couple of years ago, I had no idea what it was, but I think for certain guys, who's the guy in Houston, Colin McHugh, who supposedly has a terrific spin rate, and that's been a part of some of the success he's had. So I guess I buy into it. I don't know.
On the break-in pitches, like the sliders and things of that sort, I think it can make a difference. You can make the seams work for you with the above-average spin rate.
The 1-1. That'll miss inside. Looks like Dixon Machado has moved to the on-deck circle. So Kinsler will be done for the night.
It's hard to do, take out your regulars. Even though you're up by 10, you should win, though.
The odds tell you, yeah, you should win this game. Slice to right. Foul. A 3-hit night for Romine tonight, all singles.
Will be a much better hitter historically from the left side. This year, that's true.
He hit his grand slam left-handed this year.
Yep. He's been working on his swing path and the new theory type.
Andrew's saying that he spent a lot of the offseason talking with J.D. Martinez, his dad Kevin, who played in the big leagues. Brother Austin is a catcher for the Yankees.
Romine's everywhere.
Romine's everywhere for sure. Right back up the middle, but they had it played perfectly, man. That's a base knock taken away.
That's the defensive data put to good work right there. Take a look how they got it set up. There he is. They didn't have to move. Little drop step just so he could throw it over there easily.
Dixon Machado will get his first at bat. He'll pinch hit for Kinsler. One ball, no strikes on Dixon. He has had sporadic playing time this year. He has got a few opportunities, started short. Even with the injury to Iglesias, Romine has seen a good portion of that time. 2-0.
Andrew Romine thought of as a utility player, but the last couple of years he's really picked up his game. His bat's become much more dangerous. He's really a good player at virtually all positions.
Here's the 2-0. Outside 3-0 on Machado. Just a handful of major league experience for Pazos with the New York Yankees. Here's the 3-0, and it's in for a strike. 3-1. Tigers tonight, 16 runs on 20 hits. The offense throwing a party tonight. Toward right field, slicing, and out of play. They'll battle for it.
Now, would you take it and give it to a young man or young lady?
Absolutely. Although I can't remember catching any foul balls, but if I was put in that position, I would give it up.
Must tickle or something. They pick up a ball. Did you see them all giggling down there?
I don't think it tickled. Here's the 3-2. Boston ball 4.
Well, let's take a look at our showstopper. Eric Thames hit a couple of dingers. This was yesterday. First player within 10 home runs. With 10 home runs, 7 versus Cincy. And I believe he hit one tonight.
He did indeed, and now has 11
against Cincy. I think maybe they want to start pitching around him
or walking him. Just flat out saying, take your base. Ball 1 inside.
Now see, here's an example of why the 4 fingers maybe don't make sense, because if you knew you were going to walk a guy intentionally, maybe you want to pitch him a certain way to set up when you do have to pitch him. Does that make sense?
Yeah, good point.
So, you know,
Good
like
point.
maybe you want to throw them all down the way, down the way, down the way, down the way, or to throw him in, or maybe probably more so you throw him in, not trying to hit him, but just get his attention. I think that's a more effective way of using that at bat, even though you're going to intentionally walk him.
There's the strikeout. Collins, 1-1. The other issue I have with the intentional walk, which now all you have to do is point to first base, is what if there's a runner at third and you intentionally walk someone?
Yeah, you make him throw it because they get tight sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't happen a lot, but he could throw it away. Collins out at first, 3-1.
Happens several times a year.
2 gone, advance the runner to second. Machado moves up. Now Castellanos. We're at Comerica Park in downtown Detroit. Mario and Pemba, Kirk Gibson. Happy to have you with us. Mark Isofano is our producer. Michael Odino is our director. And nice night for baseball, and the Tigers offense showed up in a big way tonight.
We got a question to ask you, but we got 2 outs, right? We can't do it.
Is it a long question?
Well, maybe a long answer. You might have to pedal a little bit.
Well, don't answer. Just warn me between innings, then maybe we can come back and you can ask.
Just like good old friends would do.
Pedal. You might have to pedal a little bit.
Not back pedal, just pedal. Coming after you.
Here's the 1-0. 2 balls to no strikes. Tell you what, if he walks him here, you can ask him.
He's not going to walk him. He's going to lay the lumber to it.
Castellanos has 2 walks tonight. He also
looking dead fastball here. It's going to be away. Although they do try and throw Nick in, but you're looking middle to outer third. Anything else you take.
Hicks on deck. Driven foul out of play. 2-1 on Nicholas.
That works. You put Hicks in for DH. So if you need a catcher, you can still put Hicks in, but you lose your DH. Tigers they only have 3 on the bench. Mikey Matu will be the only left if Hicks hits.
Right. They've used Machado. 2-1. Castellanos swings and misses. 2-2 on Nicholas. Tigers busted this one open with a 9-run 5th inning.
Going with the high heat.
Swing and a miss. Threw it by him at 96. Inning over. Tigers baseball tonight presented by Bell Tire. Fox Sports Detroit is brought to you by Comerica Bank, a part of Detroit and the community since 1849. Your Metro Detroit Chevy dealers. Visit ChevyDetroit.com. See why Chevy drives the Motor City. And by Wallside Windows, we can do that. We are the factory. Back here in the Motor City, the Tigers open up a 10-game homestand, and they've got a healthy lead as Kyle Ryan checks in.
8th game, has held 4. ERA at 7.71, has struggled a bit. Whip at 2.79. Only has 1 strikeout and 5 walks. So Kyle Ryan's not throwing the ball the way he has previous for the Tigers. Got strikeout ability and ground ball ability, but he has not been consistent. Mikey Matuk in left field. Dixon Machado now playing second base for Ian Kinsler. Tigers bench is probably going to be empty. John Hicks will probably hit for B-Mart, lead off the 8th inning for the Tigers.
Here's Mike Zunino. Seattle catcher leading it off, then Dyson and then Segura. Facing Kyle Ryan. 2-0. Ball 3 now on the leadoff man, Zunino. Shane Green had a couple of walks in relief in the 7th.
No walks. Sim did not walk the batter. Greeny had 2. Max Wilson came in for a 1/3 of an inning. Now it's up to Kyle Ryan. Throws a strike.
Wave and a miss. 3-2 now on Zunino. Golden Spikes winner in his days at Florida. Tremendous college catcher.
Johnny Bench award too, didn't he get
Yeah,
that?
same
Highly
year.
decorated.
And there's ball 4, so it's another walk for the Tigers relievers. Here is the upcoming matchup presented by Wallside Windows. Tomorrow it's Paxton and Norris.
Be a good one. Paxton throws the ball good. He was unscored upon until his last game. Daniel Norris continued to try and put it together. Be a good one.
30 strikeouts already for Paxton this year.
Daniel's a guy, he's kind of a full goal guy. He's just kind of learning how to maybe keep himself under control.
Ball 1 to Dyson. Ryan has thrown 7 pitches, only 2 strikes so far. Missed again, 2-0.
Yeah, the young man is having trouble with his confidence. Brad's got a mull. Do I leave him out there? Obviously in good position to win this ball game. Seattle down to the last 6 outs.
3-0 on Dyson.
Might want to go out and tell a joke or something. Would you have a good one to do that?
What do you think?
I mean, you could go out and say, you know, it's not mechanical, I don't think, okay? But sometimes you just go out there, they're expecting maybe to get corrected a little bit strongly, so.
Well, back-to-back walks here in the 8th.
Going to get somebody up.
Now that look on Brad's face says it all, Kirk. I know you've been in these positions as a manager. You just try and hold it in, but he cannot be happy about this.
No, he's not happy about it, but you got to fix it. It's like anything else. No matter where you're at on the diamond, how do you fix it? He's going to get somebody up, I'm sure. Rich Doobie's going to come out, say a few words. I know Jesse Orozco, we were in the playoffs in '88, and he was kind of doing this a bit. And Tommy Lasorda went out there, and it was a conversation not to miss.
Really?
Yeah, we could not go public with it. But yeah, he gave it to him. He just And, you know, for some guys that works. That would work for me just fine. You know, I would probably growl back at him, but.
But that's part of managing, though, is figuring out what guys can take that, right?
So other guys, you got to give them a little more love, you know.
What kind of growl was that, by the way?
Don't you know?
No.
That was me mad growl.
Oh. Here is Segura now with 2 on. And again, he missed.
That's, you know, Joe West squeezing him there.
Yeah.
That's just what happens.
11 pitches, 9 of them balls. Joe Jimenez warming up in the Tigers' pen.
Keep it down.
Sarcastic cheer.
That'll loosen you up. That'll really relax you. Understand.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Double play ball.
Fouled away, 1 and 2. Brad has said it oftentimes, and he's seen it, especially at the last road trip, that we need to throw more strikes. And he's not alone in feeling that, obviously. I mean, every manager, every pitching coach wants that, but the base on balls is just something that can unravel quickly. Unfortunately, the Tigers have a big enough lead in this game.
Yeah, they do, but you know, you walk another guy and somebody hits one out.
Boom. Yeah.
6-run game, and you got to cut it off at some point. The more alarming thing is that these guys are struggling either mechanically or mentally. You got to fix it. You believe in it? They've had Kyle Ryan's had good success, so you got to try and fix it.
In the air toward left field. Matuk coming in. First out of the inning.
There you go.
That'll relax him.
Hopefully it relaxes Kyle. He just hits his spots. Valencia, his last at bat, he jumped on one. So you got to be careful making a good pitch.
Walk and a homer for Valencia. He has scored a couple of runs.
He hit that home run in the 5th off of Zim. He's really struggled since coming over here from Oakland.
Swing and a miss.
Good pitch, kept it away.
Valencia, way back in the day in 2010, finished 3rd in the Rookie of the Year voting for the Minnesota Twins. Tigers had a finisher in that year, and that was Austin Jackson, who finished 2nd. Neftali Feliz won it that year, the Rookie of the Year. That's when Feliz was throwing 100 miles an hour. 1 ball, 1 strike on Valencia.
Got a pretty good closer. The Seattle team that throws 100. We don't want to see him in a game.
No.
There was a good article on how you throw the ball 100 miles an hour about him. Get to that one of these days.
Strike call.
Valencia 673 games over that. And career is starting to get long.
Now the 1-2. Lifted back out of play.
Much better against lefties than he is righties. But we're looking for a double play right here.
Here's Robinson Cano waiting on deck. Tigers had a 9-run 5th inning. Now Ryan with the 1-2. A little bit outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Seemed to pick up a horn player. Did you hear that?
Little Rocky theme going on. Leadoff walks to Zunino and Dyson. 1 out later. It's 2-2 on Danny Valencia. Popped up. Avila racing back. So is Machado. And Avila can't get it. It's a fair ball.
Get it in.
Runners now hold up after advancing 1 base. They are loaded up. Tough play for Avila. Couldn't get there.
This is tough, and the wind's blowing, so that gave him a little trouble there as well. This is one of those tweeners. Right fielder coming in. Machado going over. Avila going out. This ball, kind of the wind gets you see it coming back a little bit. Just can't cleanly catch it. Oh, look. Seattle's got the bases loaded again. It's almost a great play.
And now it's Robinson Cano with the bases full. Only 1 out. Cano had a single in his last at bat. Swing and a miss.
Ooh. Trying to get them all in, wasn't he?
Big swing up the letters. Cano 3 homers this year. Came in leading all second basemen in hits, homers, RBI in the early going.
This will probably be Kyle Ryan's last hitter unless he's got the double play.
1-1. And you've got Nelson Cruz waiting on deck. Jimenez has been warming in the Tigers' pen. 10 grand slams in Cano's career.
Keep it at 10.
Back him out of there. 2-1.
Nervous mulling around in that Tiger dugout right now, trying to figure a way out. Keep this lead. Little damage.
Way outside. 3-1 on Cano. Fans getting restless.
Yep. But when you got a lead, you just can't walk people, can't get behind in the count. Kyle's not trying to do it, but he's just having a real tough time getting that feel. Seemed like the temperatures went down quite a bit, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's cooled off. A little windy. Fouled away. 3-2 on Cano.
Gotta throw it down the middle. Hope he hits it at somebody.
Cano hit into a double play in the third. Tigers have turned 3 of those tonight. Let's cut this off right here with another ground ball.
Robbie Cano stepping out there a little bit, trying to freeze Kyle Ryan out a little bit.
Now the 3-2. Swinging a high fly ball. Right center field. Collins circling in. And the catch is made. A run will score. Cano will get an RBI. Zunino comes in.
You go get him?
Well, you got Cruz. One more hitter. Easy for me to say.
Yep. But you're hoping to squeak him through. You don't want to bring Jimenez in and have him do 1+. They don't want Frankie to throw. They don't want Justin to throw.
So Cruz will stand in. Tigers still up 9. Gene Lamont getting on the phone.
Probably saying this is his last hitter.
Runner breaks to second with no throw. He'll go in standing up.
Boy, I don't know, but I like that. I like keeping that guy at first base. Base hit here, you give him an extra run. Still only 16-7 Tigers lead.
Popped him up. Right field. Here comes the Ducey, and that'll end the inning.
The Dooch.
Minimal damage done. As we go to the bottom of the 8th inning here at the ballpark. Got a new pitcher coming on now for the Seattle Mariners.
Devon Scribner. See an inflated ERA right there. Whip 142. Hasn't walked anybody. 6 strikeouts, so he's been giving it up. Do we need more? I don't think so. But we'll take him.
Wouldn't hurt, sure. Tigers had 20 hits tonight in this game. So Scribner will come on for Pazos, who threw a scoreless 7th. John Hicks going to lead it off. He'll pinch hit for Victor Martinez. Then Matuk.
These games here, you just try and get out of them as efficiently as you can. Nobody gets hurt. Get people at bats, like Hicks going to get a bat right here for Victor Martinez.
Hicks has been a nice addition to the Tigers when Victor Martinez, or I should say Miguel Cabrera rather, was placed on the disabled list. Hicks hit a 3-run homer with 4 RBIs on Sunday.
Yeah, he's strong. He got some sock in his bat. He likes that heater. Watch out here.
0-1 on Hicks.
That was right over top there, huh?
Straight over top of the booth.
Reminded me of the Tiger Stadium overhang right there.
You had to deal with that for quite a few years.
You lose sight of it, but it comes out of nowhere. It was ready.
Swing and a miss. Oh, 2 on Hicks. The home run that Hicks hit on Sunday was his first major league home run. He'll shoot a base hit to right field. Why not? 21 Tigers hits.
All right, let's take a look at our Bell Tire pitch by pitch. Happened back in the 2nd inning. James McCann off of Felix Hernandez. Pretty good pitch. It started with a lot of curveballs, breaking stuff you see early in this account. There's the curveball. 6 pitches. James McCann gets the heater on the outside corner, takes it to right field. 2-run home run. Put the Tigers up that time 4-2. We are now at 16-7.
Mikey Matuk in his first at bat of the night. Came on for Jay Up, who had homered and doubled in the ball game. Backed him out of there.
If you're Hicks or Montook, you want to have a good at bat here. You want to get something out of it. The Tigers are not going to take the bag like the Mariners did, being conceded by the Mariners.
That would be poor form if you took the bag here this late.
Vogelbach is way back behind Hicks. I mean, they just took it. Does that mean you can take it?
You're up 16-7.
So you concede to them that you can't take one?
Yes.
You're right.
There's no way you can take one right here.
No, I'm not even close.
The 1-2. Driven to left field. That ball is hit well. It is gone. Mikey Montook gets into the party. A 2-run shot.
Well, Montook getting into the fold of things here, adding to the home run total for the Tigers. Look at the grip. Breaking balls to 71 miles an hour. Waits well on it. Good extension. Doesn't pull off. Into the left field seats. 2-run home run for Mikey.
.411 feet to make it 18-7 Tigers.
So when you're in the dugout, you get games like this. What are some of the sayings that you hear and you think? Save some for tomorrow.
Yeah, there you go.
That's one of them.
What else do you hear?
I asked you. I gave you one.
You've been in the dugout. How about let's keep it going tomorrow? No.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Well, usually, you know who says that one about save some for tomorrow?
Next day's pitcher.
Yeah, absolutely.
Big swing there by Vila. 0-2.
Strikeout isn't the -1, is it?
It is.
Oh, no.
Are you worried?
No. Not at all.
Avila's giving you a good night. Single walk homer.
Scribner got a pretty good breaking ball. Doesn't stay in the zone, breaks out all the ones that he's thrown, except the one that Mikey took off. There's Mr. Norris pitching for the Tigers tomorrow.
Save some for tomorrow, he says. Line drive to right, base hit.
Cha-ching.
Gibby, you're having a night on pick the stick.
Still playing.
Single walk homer. That'll bring up a Ducey. When do you think the last time the Tigers scored 18 runs was?
Never?
No, they've scored 18 runs.
Long time ago, 50s.
No. 2011. An 18-2 win against the White Sox. A Ducey. A single and a triple in this game. Ooh, that is a fair ball. Deuce down the first base line. Avila goes to third. They're going to hold him there.
Awesome.
Single, double, triple for a Ducey.
Well, he's got the quick bat. He's seeing it well at the plate. Doesn't miss it. Got a triple earlier in the right center field gap. Getting his running in tonight. Saying, I want to play again tomorrow.
A good chance he will. Here's James McCann. 24 Tigers hits. Wow. They all hit him by 10.
Left 11 on base as well.
1-1 now in McCann.
Second, third, nobody out.
So Scribner comes on, gives up a single, 2-run homer, single double. You know what Ernie would say about this game? What do the Tigers have on tonight?
I don't know. You tell me.
Hitting shoes.
Keep them hot. Put them in the oven. Keep them warm. Just put them in a warmer. How's that? So
There
you
you
put
go.
them on tomorrow. You can heat them up.
Here's the 1-2. Hook pulled foul down the left field line.
Well, Seattle and Detroit area for an off day yesterday. They had a good relaxing day. Not tonight.
No. Nothing to relax about tonight. Very stressful. Oh, man, that ball hammered, but it's going to go foul.
You know, that's traveling for this Seattle team, the toughest in the big leagues.
Yeah, it's got to be the worst.
More miles, long flights from everywhere. The closest flight would be Oakland. It's almost 2-3 hours. It's over between 2 and 3 hours. But flying that leg home, fly the red eye. Tigers looking to build off this game tonight. Everybody's getting into the swing of things, getting their knocks, seeing the ball well, getting rewarded.
How's your scorebook look over there?
Good. A lot of C's. Not the Tigers side.
There's the 1-2. Bouncing ball. There's a C. It'll get a run in, though. A run scoring C and give you 2.
That's a C. It's circle.
Is that how that works?
Man in scoring position.
So McCann has 4 RBIs tonight. Score Avila. It's another point for you.
No kid.
Bragger.
Hey, I've been out of the game for a while.
You were doing well in that analyst role and pick the stick. Here's Romine.
Rummy with a couple of knocks. Run scored. 3 knocks.
Ball 1. So the Tigers now have 19 runs. The last time they scored 20 was in April of '93. And that was against Seattle in a 20-3 victory. High fly ball right center. Dyson going over. Catch made, runner tag. And Aducey is in there standing up. Two outs now for Machado. Daniel Norris goes tomorrow night in Game 2 against the hard-throwing Paxton. And the Tigers see Iwakuma in the final game of the series against JV. There's Verlander.
Jay Up still sitting out there. Guys that were taken out of the game still on the bench. Good sign. You like to see you support your teammates.
Two 2-0 on Machado. Walked in his first at bat in the 7th inning after replacing Ian Kinsler. Reno. We've had a lot of pitches thrown tonight by the Seattle staff. It's about to be the 30th alone here for Scribner. Three and 1.
Tigers have continued to have that good approach, not fishing, not expanding the zone.
Hard hit ball to center. Dyson cruising over. That'll end the inning. That means we go to the ninth.
Call Sam update. John and Simo getting you ready for the Tigers Live postgame show. Sometimes it can be a little tough to get guys to talk about their feelings after a game. Not tonight. Everybody, hey, well, I'll talk to you.
I think everybody wants to talk tonight. Outstanding hitting performance by all the Tigers up and down the lineup. Outstanding job. Make sure to stay tuned for postgame. We're going to show you all the action. We're going to break down James McCann's swing. Keith, this is going to be a fun and exciting postgame.
All right, upstairs we go. Mario and Gebby for the conclusion of this one, gentlemen.
Getting chilly, stay warm.
That's one way. And here come the Mariners now.
Got a new pitcher?
Yes, Joe Jimenez.
Joe Jimenez coming out. 4th appearance for the Tigers this year. Whip at .75. 3 strikeouts, no walks. Here's a guy that the Tigers, this is a perfect game to bring him into. Kind of what we call a soft landing. 19-7. Don't have to worry about too much. Just throw your pitches, get your work in. Want to build this kid up. Looking for him to be a big part of the bullpen as the season progresses.
Jimenez had a 1-2-3 8th inning in Minnesota on Saturday night. This guy's a golden arm here. Tigers lead 19-7.
Young kid though.
1-2 on Taylor Motter. Drill to right field on a line, and Ducey gets to the wall.
Okay, well, he turned the wrong way. Good recovery. Wind is blowing from left to right. Stayed calm, brought it in. This ball's barreled up pretty good. You see a Ducey. Turned the wrong way, but good recovery.
One gone for Daniel Vogelbach. Oh, and 1 on Vogelbach.
One for 3 tonight, single and a walk, season 286.
It'll bounce in 1-1. Jimenez is only 22 years old.
Here we've had a couple of technical difficulties. We apologize for that.
There's a strike called, 1-2. Jimenez missing outside, and the count levels now.
Seems like all the pitchers tonight, or most of them, had trouble with their secondary pitches. Just maybe the environment.
Line foul.
Fastballs, they've been able to locate those for the most part. Sliders, not so much. Breaking balls, have not been able to get the ball down.
Well, the temp was in the mid to upper 60s at the start of the game, but it's gotten windy and cooler as the night has gone on. 3-2 now. By the way, the 38 combined hits in this game ties a Comerica Park 9-inning record. Fortunately, the Tigers have 10 more in this game. Here's the 3-2 to center field. Collins. 2 up, 2 down. One more out to get for the Tigers. Guillermo Heredia.
Well, let's shut this good night down, huh? Good pregame. Good game for the Tigers after a great off day, after a long road trip. Good start to a homestand.
Yeah, great start to this homestand. And again, the Tigers with a 10-gamer. They've got the White Sox and the Indians coming in. Tigers will be on the road a lot in May, so they need to have a good homestand here. The 0-1. Missed with a breaking ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Jimenez coming into the season had 52 minor league saves.
Everybody wanted him here, didn't they?
Yep.
Well, they got him here now. But you have to recognize he needs some work.
2-1 on Heredia.
But still, Tigers are very optimistic that it's going to help this Tigers bullpen.
On the outside corner.
Velocity about 94, 95 miles an hour. Pretty true right there. Seems like a lot of swing and misses so far in his minor league career. Hopefully that will play here in the major leagues.
Here's the 2-2. Just off the plate.
Bring him, Joe.
Boo, says the crowd. 22,728 in attendance.
Ooh.
Come on, Joe.
Must have got blocked out. So you yell out from the dugout. Get blocked out on that? You get a good look?
It's not antagonistic at all.
Hey, Mac.
3-2 on Heredia.
Why not?
Now Jimenez ready again with the 3-2. Outside, a 2-out walk.
Well, it shows you Joe West. I mean, he's umpired a lot of games. He's going to stick to calling it the way he sees it. He's not going to expand his zone. Jimenez loses. Got a runner on first, 2 down.
We got Mike Zunino. Runner breaks to second with no throw. It's ball 1 outside to Zunino.
I always thought maybe pitch out on that. You know they're going to go. Just pitch out. That's not. That would be frowned upon, by the way. But you'd get them.
That would be seriously frowned upon. Pretty funny to watch, though. Missed again, and now McCann going to go out to the mound and have a chat with Jimenez.
Joe's tightened her right up there, hasn't he? Cowboy Joe West. Look at the pitch count, 20. Don't want him to go too far. Blaine Hardy has been loosening in the pen. This may be his last hitter. Want to keep him fresh. Don't want to lose him for tomorrow.
3-0. Come on, Blue. Yeah, he pulled that one, yanked it outside for ball 4. Now 2 out walks.
That's it.
And Brad's going to have to go get him. So a pair of walks for Jimenez, who will depart the scene. Another pitching change here at Comerica Park. We'll be back. Tonight, 19-7, Tigers lead it. Trying to put the finishing touches on this one. Jimenez is out of the ball game. Blaine Hardy is checked in now to try and get that final out.
Take a look at the numbers on this year. Blaine Hardy, this is his 4th game, the area of .270. Nobody on base, 4 strikeouts, not walking anybody. This is the 5th Tiger pitcher of the game.
Gerard Dyson walked in his last at bat. He'll step in there now with 2 on, 2 out. Jimenez got a couple of outs and then walked 2 batters. And a ball high to Dyson.
Sometimes the mind works funny. Sometimes you think about things you don't want to happen, and it's crazy they do happen.
Yeah. Now the 1-0. Again, I feel some sarcasm in that cheer.
But Dyson is not a guy who hits lefties at all.
The 1-1. One and 2 on the former Royal, Gerard Dyson.
Get her done here. Think of the positivity that happened within this game. Let all the rest of that go. Unfortunately, the manager's got to answer the questions.
The 1-2. Drill to right field. That's going to get down. A base hit. They're going to hold the runner at third base. Now they're loaded up. Dyson's first hit of the night. That's going to turn the lineup over. Now Gene Segura. Segura with a single and a homer in this game. Ball one.
Now Hardy came in, had the left-hander for that left-handed batter perception. Now he's got the righty.
Ooh. 1 ball, 1 strike.
So the 7th, 8th, and 9th innings, Seattle has loaded the bases in each inning. Got only 2 runs out of it. Need to cut this off right now.
Up the middle, into center field. 1 run scores. They'll get the 2nd run in. A 2-run hit for Gene Segura. And a 3 RBI night. Now it's 19-9. So the 2 walks come around to score. Those will be charged to Jimenez.
Both of them on via walk.
Here's Valencia. I'll say this about Seattle. Despite the score, they're not giving up at bats.
No, they're not.
They now have 9 runs on 16 hits. Valencia has been on base 3 times. Two and 0.
Wayne Hardy's 3rd hitter, 9 pitches, his 5 strikes, 4 balls. Hit a down count here.
Three and 0. Well, you're not kidding about Joe West, huh? He's calling him by the book, regardless of the score. He walked him, ball 4.
3rd walk of the inning. 2 base hits as well. Bases loaded again.
Here is Robinson Cano. Seems like the bases have been loaded like the last 3 innings, every inning and every.
Twice in this inning.
Man.
Time to cut it down and stop it.
Seven walks now for the Tigers bullpen tonight. There's a strike.
Seems like he has an easier time throwing strikes than the lefties than he does the righties.
Foul back out of play. Now it's 0-2 on Robinson Cano. Sac fly drove in a run in the 8th. 1 more strike for Blaine Hardy. Bouncing ball right side. Machado has it, and that's a Tigers win. 19-9, your final score. Now we send you to the Coliseum Studios. John Keating standing by with Tigers Live postgame.
I think you're delighted to hand this off to me, Mario. It's an offensive explosion, of course, and within it, James McCann had a home run the other way. We'll break down that swing. Still some concerns about Jordan Zimmerman. And we'll get the thoughts from the skipper after a 19-9 Tiger win on Tigers Live coming up.